And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, heavy equipment operators, construction workers. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the barbers in barbershops. Shout out to the beauticians in the beauty salons, the braiders. Shout out to the nail techs. Whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Don't let that go over your head enough. You want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. We've been saying this for years now, and we're not changing it. Just like how McDonald's is not changing their M. And you know what I'm saying? We're not changing it. You want good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Don't let that go over your head. Here we are on this beautiful Monday morning. Today is the 12th of January, 2026. And we're happy to be here. Wow, it feels weird to even say 2026. We're happy to be here. Feel like we're halfway through January already too. That's how me feel. Me feel like January just a fly off. I think the whole year is gonna fly off. But can I tell y'all something? I hope the next 3 years, not three. I hope the next 3 years fly by like the blink of an eye. There's a lot going on right now, especially for those of us living in the United States of America. And, I'm holding on to this too shall pass. That's where I'm at with it. I'm holding on to this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying? Without forgetting the details too much of what's going on here, but I'm holding on to this too shall pass. And again, for those who don't know, the baby is here. I am super tired this morning, and it don't have nothing to do with the new baby being in the house. So I'm super tired this morning because, boy, I think I've reached the age where I can't wear flip-flops anymore. I think I've reached the age where I think is orthopedic shoes. You know the orthopedic Skechers that got the Velcro straps on them and the supported sole and the non-skid bottoms. I think those are what I guess I'm a reach now. I guess I'm a reach now for sure. Because every time I put on these slides, my slides look cool and my slides are comfortable. And I live in Florida, and believe it or not, it's hot here even now. Like yesterday was so hot, I think we were in the 80s, mid to high 80s yesterday. I could have jumped in at the pool if I wanted to. And I put on my slides and my shorts, and it looked like my ring my uncle friend. I was stepping into my house from the garage area, one little step up, and did a misstep, ring my ankle, and I thought I did slippers fling me down, and I thought it hurt a little bit right now. How many times have y'all heard this, right? It hurts a little bit right now, but it'll go away. I walk up and down, didn't think anything of it, and then boom. You see, last night, the old familiar feeling again. Feel like somebody had a screwdriver and was just stabbing my foot all night. Was stabbing my foot. So I was up all night. It wasn't till like 3 o'clock in the morning, wifey come check on me and she was like, "You all right?" I couldn't move. And I didn't want to disturb the baby and her on the other side. So I stay over to my little section, She came and brought me some, I think it's ibuprofen, 600 milligrams. And that kick in and give me a little rest where I think I got about 1 hour sleep. So I'm running right now off fumes and I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you how it's going. All right. I'm absolutely sure that somebody is having a way worse day than I am. So I'm not complaining. I'm still thankful. I'm thankful I'm healthy still. I'm strong. I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? My family is good. Joyous days we're in right now. So no complaints. We're just telling you, orthopedic shoes time. I know I ain't the only one either. We're aging and aging gracefully. That's all it is. Sharon Spence, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Miss Golden Robinson is in the house as well. Thank you for being here. Big O 570 is in the building with us this morning. Audrey writes here. Audrey, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Audrey says, please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Please. The chat is open this morning. And that means everybody who is a subscriber can get into the chat this morning, regardless if they have paid membership or not. We're only doing it Monday. The rest of the week belongs to the people whose names are in green. So if you want to be one of those whose names are in green, where you can access the chat anytime we go live, this will be your spot. Then get your membership like the people in green do. Thanks again to the people in green. All right. Black Eagle is in the building with us this morning. Michelle Graham says, good morning. Morning thoughts, family. Bless and big up to the teachers, students. Be on your best behavior. All these things. Lovely Aneka is in the building with us this morning. Lovely Aneka is my fellow content creator sister. Click on her name. You'll see her at the top of the chat. Go over to her content. You know, each one help another one, build them platform, keep it all in the family, that type of stuff. That's what we're trying to do. All right. So if you haven't subscribed to Lovely Aneka yet, I don't know what's holding you back. I remember one time I told somebody go subscribe to my wife's channel, and the brother come back. Somehow, no man. Some of you men are just, I don't understand it. There's just certain things that I don't think men should do. Maybe because I was raised different. I was raised by men, you know, so I had men influence from early. So, like, man, my uncle them used to be like, yo, son, look on that woman there. But the big and rowdy, man, and nice. So, I look at a woman from my idea, me knee, you know, and then them kind of something there. And them used to teach you how to act and used to tell us, hey, why you ask me? Stupid question. What kind of question that? Fix up your question, man. You're intelligent. Ask a better question than that. I think a lot of men don't have that. Brothers, I'm not beating you up this morning. I think a lot of men don't have that because the single motherhood thing kind of shine through. I tell a brother go subscribe to Wifey channel the other day. Here the brother. Me go over there already. Me not like what she talk about. And I might think that. I said, all right, bro. I mean, me subscribe to it and me barely ever go there and my wife because her material is not, and the man said no subscribe to nobody who him don't like them content. Let me say it again. A lot of us are subscribed to channels we have never gone back to. You ever watch a channel and it have one good content one day, like way back in 2015, and you hit the subscribe button, but you've never been back to that channel? Them still have the subscribe, you know, and you're still subscribed to them. That's what I'm saying. So it's out of just good intentions where I ask y'all to just go subscribe to my fellow content creators. When I call their name out, just go subscribe. It not cost you nothing. Subscription is free. It's not like they send a bill to your house and you have to pay a monthly subscription. Just hit subscribe and keep it moving. But when we say, you know what, let me stop. Because Audrey, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Nance is in the building with us this morning. Dorothy T is here this morning. Boy, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning, and we have about 3 hours to cover it in. So, you know, Raddy's daughter, big up yourself. Thank you for being here as well. I'm skipping names. If I skip names, then please forgive me. Anthony Vaz is in the building with us this morning. Who else is here? Travelor is in the building with us this morning as well. I'm going to call out a couple more names and then we're going to get into our content. Give me 5 more names. Let me see. Anthony Vaz, me say already. Nisha, big up yourself. Nisha, thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. Marvelous Kelly is in the building with us this morning. Marvelous Kelly, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Senior Sexy is also here. You're the Finest is in the building with us this morning. Sharon Brown is here. Elaine Brown is here. I don't know if them related. Norma Jean is in the building with us this morning. And P. Niles 123, Donna Davis is in the building with us this morning. Rasta Vibes TV, big up yourself. Medea family. Rasta Vibes TV, so Wagwan, SouFLo. Medea family. All right. S. Diva, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Gigi Remeke, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Who else? Darren is in the building. Darren Ranger is in the building. All right, we're going to left it right. That's all. All right, we're going to get into our content. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. There's a piece here called Jamaica Gunman Talk. Jamaica Gunman Talk. Police and soldiers arrested, busted with cocaine. This is a high-ranking police officer too. This conversation is going to go a little bit left because I want to incorporate something else into it. I have a point to prove. All right, that's one. We also have another one. It's called a sad final trip. 4 females died over the weekend in one automobile accident on those roads in Jamaica. The victims have been identified. If you look at my icon this morning, all the way to the left, where it says at the top in yellow writing, 4 dead victims identified, you will see their faces. So we put a face to the name of the people who we're going to talk about and other issues surrounding road safety and all these things. All right. Sikka Rhymes. I'm calling this one Sikka Rhymes the Jealous Ex. I mean, like the jealous ex-friend. I have so much to say this morning. We are going to talk about that too. I need you to listen now because you're going to choose which one I start with. So nobody make me reach the end and you forget all of what me tell us up on the board. All right. Jamaica Gunman Talk. Sad final trip. Sikka Rhymes the Jealous Ex. Then we have Jolly and Silvera trial begins today. And then we have Noel Maitland trial update. And then we have Health Ministry is asking our nurses to please come back to Jamaica. We have those, and we have a couple of wild questions that I want to ask you this morning. Only 3, but they'll stretch far. You choose where I start. Starting now, you have 1 minute to do so, and then we take off. All right? 60 seconds begins now. Go. Where do you want to start? Let me run it back again. Do you want to start with Jamaica Gunman Talk? Do you want to start with the sad final trip where the 4 females lost their lives? Do you want to start with Sikka Rhymes, the Jealous Ex? Do you want to start with Jolly and Silvera? Do you want to start with Noel Maitland? Or do you want to start with begging our nurses to please come back home? Yes, sir. Wild questions. Whoa. The comment section is lit up already. I'm missing out. Noel, Health Ministry. Hold on, I'm gone. All right. Well, listen. Wanna mess me up with that one, I don't know. I can't even tell which one is what. Some up. Congratulations, real bad man. A blessed day, morning, teacher and class. We are listening, Noel Maitland, X, Noel, 4 Parish, Gunman, Wild Questions, Jamaica Gunman Talk, Nurses, Noel, Nurses, Sikka. We're 40 seconds in. Sikka, Health Minister, begging the nurses to come back. Nurses, Noel. Whoo, we have a lot of Noels. Nurses, we have a lot of nurses too. Sad for Noel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is going to be the nurses. And then there's the next one up after the nurses, just so I'm fresh in it, is I see a lot of X. I'm guessing that's Sikka Rhymes, the Jealous Ex. But Noel Maitland is where we're starting out at. All right. Jamaica Gunman Talk is also a lot there as well. Nurses is where we're starting out at. All right. So, everybody here is familiar with the brain drain situation in Jamaica, right? Brain drain, for those of you who are not familiar with what that is, I always try to speak in a way, not that we're dumbing down our content or that we feel like the people don't, sorry, them are idiot. It's just that I speak in a way where if a child logs in or if a child jump on with content, them understand what I go on. You would be surprised to know how much today's youths do not know. Them bigger and tough, and look like adults. The one them was still in a school and stuff, whether it be college or high school or whatever, and there's a lot they don't know that you would think they would know. Whole different story. But it ties right into the brain drain, right? There was a time gone by where education was enforced on the island of Jamaica. And it made for a very bright population of people. Back in the day when I first came to the United States of America, I skipped 2 grades. I was in college by the time I was 16 here. And not only that, I was way ahead of their curriculum coming out of Jamaica as a little youth because they were just behind. And over the years, I've seen it many, many more times over. So we used to stress education. What that did for us in Jamaica now, whole heap of bright people. You're talking about a sea of young professionals, right? Lawyers and nurses and doctors. I think Jamaica have the most next to Cuba. Jamaica probably turns out the most doctors and lawyers throughout the entire Caribbean, believe it or not. So all these, like Buju Banton said, full up of education but no on a payroll, right? The truth, the half has never been told, that song that Buju sing. It led to brain drain. It led to us being so educated, and people who are highly educated aspire for bigger and better things. If you want to keep a man down, you will stifle his education or her education. If you full their head of education then, and them bright and intelligent and everything, they're going to aspire for bigger and better all the time. How did that work out for Jamaica? All our professional people are looking overseas for a better life, right? Jamaica, obviously, too many mouths on the bread, can't feed everybody. So somehow we have to go overseas to make sure we can find a better life and fulfill our dreams and our aspirations and these things we have planned for ourselves, right? All of us could have never stayed in Jamaica, honestly, and all be successful, believe it or not. I don't know if you know the numbers, but just loosely going by it, there are more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than there are in Jamaica. So imagine if all of us were in Jamaica, those outside and them were dead there already. It just wouldn't work. So here goes our nurses, here goes our doctors, here goes all of our teachers. I'm scrolling the other day again, and I saw again the UK and Canada put out ads asking for our nurses to apply for, and our school teachers to apply for positions. And the incentives, I don't think I would have stayed in Jamaica because I would have to have some other business going on there. The incentives that they offer, when we see it, the first thing I said to myself is, everybody gone now. That's the first thing I said. Everybody gone now. Because there's no way. They're talking about $20,000 signing bonus upon arrival. I don't know if there's anybody in here who has done one of these programs and is here to vouch for it. But if I'm in Jamaica and you're telling me 20,000 signing bonus just to come on over, and then everything else put in place and all the other stuff that they have, I think I would probably jump ship, especially if I'm jumping ship from a regime where I'm not getting paid properly. And sometimes payday come and my paycheck don't hit. Because one thing that never misses is your bills. No matter how your money staying or your money up, your money down, your money in the middle, your money enough, your money little bit, them bills don't stop. Them bills are consistent. You have mortgage, you have rent, you have light bill, you have water, you have electricity to pay, you have gas, you have, what I say, vehicle maintenance if you have that. These things don't stop. So, of course, our people run off into brighter pastures. Now, there's a message here from Dr. Christopher Tufton facing All right. Before I start, let's take one phone call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, brother.
Morning, family. What going?
Bless up, you know.
Manners and respects. A long time.
Congrats on the audition, you know.
Yeah, big up yourself, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Me I watch on my farm, man. Sometimes I can't even catch the live, you know.
Saying. We know what
Yeah.
already.
But me talk about the incentive with Canada and England are.
Yeah, some big
right?
bonus package. I think I saw one for 40,000. It says 20 to 40,000 signing bonus.
All right, so we don't know nobody personally where go to England or Canada, right? But we know somebody personally who came up on a program like that for the US. We don't know how she signed on, but she get a signing bonus.
She got a signing bonus.
She's a teacher, right?
Right.
She get a signing bonus, and they also provide housing. So it's like she get a discount on her housing too.
Right.
See? Because I don't know the bush in South Carolina where.
Yeah, I have a few family members there too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she was able to get a sign-on bonus. She get accommodation, and sure if the signing bonus was put towards the discount for the house, but
no, it's not.
Get that discount.
It's not.
Okay.
The signing bonus is not put towards their housing. It's a different piece of money that's just the incentive to pull them in, and then they will end up getting their regular paychecks plus the housing situation sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know when it comes to the housing, I don't know if them have a choice to choose between apartment or house. But she was able to get a house to rent. Yeah.
I think is what's available in the area where them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said them think that it's legit. You understand?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man, it's legit.
Yeah, I have family members that do it, so I know say it's legit. I was just wondering if there was anybody in the audience who personally is on it, so them could have called in and walk with through it like SouFLo, this is what I did, etc. But I know about the program because I have family members that done it. They're teachers in Jamaica, and them come up on that program there. Multiple family members, by the way, and they come up on that program and sort out them life after that. Yeah. My family members never go back though.
But if you are focused on the bonus still, we feel like it legit, because them are going to attract as many people, You see me?
Yeah, man. The bonus is definitely legit.
We see more and more people who live in them place and now we're born and grow there. They must step out of the classroom now because they must say, yo, them pick me nowadays. Nah. You understand? It's not like last time, like last generation kids.
Right.
So they're more difficult to deal with now where people who live in them place, born and grow there and see it, live it every day, it's like they want a break from that. So now, them country have to up the incentive to attract outsiders. You understand what I said?
Right. So you're talking about, say, like for instance, now the teacher them in the US, especially in like remote areas. Them teachers there, them are try to get away from those institutions and move to other places. So those cities and states have to look outside for help. Right. And that's why we end up in these remote places when people them take those contracts to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's similar to like how Jamaica always bring these coaches, these football coaches, and pay them so much money, sign on bonus, and all these things, because they feel like, say, okay, them are better quality teachers or coaches. You understand?
Yeah.
Based on what them expect out of them or what them fit do to the team. You understand what I said?
Yeah. But
and then after a while, them not reach nowhere. You hear all these big money exposed, them appear all this into housing for them and this big bag of money salary. And you understand what I say? So them are going to attract, them are going to put up the bonus to attract these people based on what they feel like they can get out of them.
Okay.
Feel like that these countries are doing.
Got it. But yeah, not most naturally though, bro. But what I'm saying, my argument is this. If I'm in Jamaica, right? Because this I go somewhere, because I have a message to give to Dr. Christopher Tufton them. So this is leading somewhere. I'm winding the conversation in like this. The reason why a lot of our highly skilled teachers, nurses, professionals. Like the nurses, he's asking to come back now. The reason why they are fleeing to these greener pastures is because of how they are treated back home. So if I am struggling and my paycheck not hitting like it's supposed to, even though I'm a dedicated nurse putting in the work, I'm getting treated shabby. Me not getting pay on time, or my pay look measly. You know, me barely I go hand to mouth. When me look up and say 40,000 US signing bonus, I gone, you know.
Yeah.
I got, yo, brother, I got, you know.
I don't know how to go through tough kind of God. It have a lot to do with the infrastructure to bridging and the resources.
Yes, and that's what we're going to talk about. We have an article here.
It have a lot more to do with
absolutely, absolutely.
Because you can't expect somebody, a nurse, first of all, they're leaving because of the pay, right? One. Secondly, they're leaving because of the working condition.
Yes, right? Yes.
So you can't expect somebody to give up a job where for something that pay more and the environment is cleaner. The resources are more accessible. You can't expect somebody to leave that experience and come back to Jamaica in a day. So you have to go fix them first.
I want the people to listen to what the caller is saying. He's saying he's not really hitting on pay so much as work conditions and infrastructure. This is what we're going to talk about too. All right?
Yeah,
wrap it up for me, brother. Let me get into it.
Before we go, just a great example. So, you know, when you're in a something, it's harder for you to see everything. But when you're outside, you see everything.
Right.
And that go on. So it's like a glass room. A glass room have compartment. You're in a one compartment. You can only see as far as you can see, you know.
Right.
But when you're outside and looking at the glass through the glass, you see everything that go on in the room.
Absolutely.
So as that go on, you need to fix them stuff first before you can attract the people that are already left.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bless up yourself.
Manners and respect, brother. All right. Let's hold the phone calls for a second. Let me get into the article first, and then we go there. Big up yourself, Mervin. Mervin, the Point Jamaica occurs in the building. Mervin says, sign-on bonus can buy a piece of land back home. That are just your sign-on bonus, in a friend. So I'm telling you, they have what it takes to pull our people away, and obviously they're leaving. What does that do for Jamaica on the back end now? If they're brain drained in the country, where you think are going? That's why when you reach, you get a whole lot of people, may not say everybody, you get a whole lot of disgruntled workers who have attitude problem and customer services, pardon my language, shitty, and they deal with you a certain kind of way. Big up to the good one, them who still keep it professional, caring and loving and stuff, but majority of the ones who are, make no mistake about it, somebody who is highly trained and is paid well, they usually wake up like this in the morning. When them reach work is, good morning, how are you doing? Hey, Janice, you all right? All right. Did you see Miss Smith this morning? Are you having her for a second? Okay, so I'll meet you and we'll go over there. And you know, them chippery and everything like that. People will not get them paycheck on time, even though them dedicated to the work. I don't know, you know. Hello. Stop, sir. Okay, I said I will be with you in a minute. Good God. You know, a different kind of attitude, right? Different kind of attitude. Watch this. Facing rising patient demand and persistent hospital shortages, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is urging Jamaican nurses in the diaspora to return home and apply for positions. Good luck. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said that this call is part of a targeted recruitment drive. He acknowledged that migration has left significant gaps in our system. He said, we are saying to the diaspora, come back home. Jamaica is a safer place, and our health system is improving in many ways. We are building new hospitals and operating theaters. Spanish Town Hospital is now under construction. UHWI is under construction. So there are a lot of improvements that are taking place. While we may not be able to compensate on the salary basis, the truth is we have improved significantly in the last compensation review. And the work environment has also improved. It is a work in progress. He said, it is unclear how many nurses leave Jamaica annually. It is very clear how many nurses leave Jamaica annually. Them just now want to tell with the number because it looked bad. But honestly, it's very clear. I don't want to throw any numbers out there, but I did a little research when we had this conversation sometime last year, and it was the number did big. It was a whole heap of them that leave annually. Despite global uncertainties, Tufton suggested that returning home offers a peace of mind. Boy. You see, Dr. Christopher Tufton is well aware that working conditions, infrastructure, the facility. Yeah, I don't want to work in no hospital where me see how a rat run past me. And you know the place looks shabby and broke down, and me see green mold run a one corner, grow up on the wall and them kind of something there, right? And we often almost always never have supplies that we need, basic supplies to take care of our patients and stuff. It's depressing. It's depressing. When you go to school to get your degree, you kind of think, when I get off into my field, I'm going to be like this super nurse. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Take care of my patients well. And then they handicap you, and it gets depressing. You're always short on stuff you need, not to mention your pay. Always short. Now, he's saying that we can't pay you like how they're paying you. I saw somebody earlier left a comment that said, why are we comparing like foreign pay to Jamaica pay? We're not comparing foreign pay to Jamaica pay. We understand that they can't fling out 40,000 US dollars signing bonus to everybody in Jamaica, right? The GDP, our money is different from their money, etc., etc. However, they can certainly do way better. They can certainly do way better than what these people are being paid, right? But obviously, he's aware. That's why I'm going to talk about new hospitals are being built. Other hospitals are under construction. They're going to fix up the place. Work conditions are better. You notice he also put in his message, Jamaica is safer now. I think we finished the year with 600 and something murders this year, which was a big leap from 1,100 and something, 1,200 and something, 1,300 and up to 1,600 and something in previous years, right? But at the first time we do it. So I don't think anybody is going to be rushing back. Oh, them get the murder rate down to 6 something. I'm running back as well. That I will be talking about on the Jamaica Gunman talk in a minute. He said there's a safer environment and a greater peace of mind knowing that you are at home, where your heart is and where the strongest connections are. Lord God, Mr. Tufton, man. If I data the pitch line where you're going to use, it not going to work. It not going to work. You know, say a whole heap with their foreigner, and we want to go our yard for truth, you know. And we're not going. We're not going until we fix certain things in place. So, and we are willing to wait. But you are right. It's something about being in your own land where you know nobody. ICE can't come draw me out of Jamaica and tell me to go about my business. Show me your ID. Do you belong here? Kind of thing. Right? You're safe. The peace of mind. I am a Jamaican. I am in Jamaica. However, when you cannot provide a life that you feel you deserve, again, that get depressing too. You just get up and work every day so you can buy a nice little car for yourself. You get up and work every day so you're still always behind on your bills because you are work with them because them say why the pay go late, you know, but we'll get to you next week and you have to go tell this person for hold on, me can't throw me like a pan on. Everybody I look upon me like, you know, but you don't know, big nurse, you think you didn't make money. I say you're broke. These are also the reasons why even students who are in the field in Jamaica, them gone to school, they're already thinking to leave the island before they even get out of school. It is with this in mind that they actually go to school. Somebody pull them up and say, listen, nurses are in great demand from Jamaica in the UK, and them give you some nice signing bonus. You can go Canada, you can go to the US. When you go to school, make sure you pick a major in something like that, where you can fly out of the place quick, right? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. It is. And we're not so much talking about the monetary amount, but we're more talking about the infrastructure, the working conditions, the punctuality of the pay, all these things. He said there's a safer environment and that you have a greater peace of mind knowing that you are home, where your heart is and where the strongest connections are. Of course, because you have, your friends you grew up with around the place, grandma, daddy, mommy, whoever else around the place, these kind of things. Tufton opined that some nurses who migrated, they earned and established themselves abroad. They may now be ready to exchange that higher income. They may now be ready to exchange that higher income for stability and quality of life. No, sir, they are not. I promise you, they are not. I was looking at, may I watch one male nurse? Is it yesterday? I just started following him because wifey about to graduate in her program, right? The man said, when they told you couldn't make $200,000 a year, boom, I went travel nurse. First year in 208,000. Second year in, and this is my second year. Am I going to 2026? Second year in 257,000, and 2026 am I look for make more. Who the hell you think is gonna leave that? I said them ready for come back after them. You don't just wake up and make that overnight. So they have them come here, them butter, them position themselves properly, them start make them kind of money there. Who you think is ready to, I'm going to give this up for a better quality of life? We, Mr. Tufton, we are here making a lot of sacrifices, sir. We know, so we are eat do the food over here. We know, because everything when they bloat we up. Belly big for no reason. We know what going. We know the sacrifices we're making, but you see when them paycheck they hit, and we look on it, and I know money is not everything. Eventually, some of us will get to the point where we save enough and we say, okay, we have a nest egg, we have some investments here, we can turn over. In the meantime, we now put all the eggs in one basket. We have diversified our portfolio. Now we can go back our yard. Don't act like you don't know that is the dream, sir. You expect for anybody over here, left Jamaica as nurse and come foreign and start making high pay. They are ready now because they have established themselves and know them want to steal. Because when you establish yourself here, it shows in your paycheck here. I know a lot of people in Jamaica who are professionals, and when them establish themselves in a them field, it's not represented so much in their paychecks. Them don't make too much far off away their subordinates make. So I don't think that's a good calling card. Tufton opined that some nurses who migrate, they earned and they established themselves abroad. That's the big mistake. Making them leave and then go establish themselves abroad. It's hard to leave something once you have established, because establishing one's self abroad does not come overnight. You've made sacrifices. You've tried and you've failed. You've moved facilities. How much different place you work and things you go through and whatever. And when you finally get that fish up on the hook, you're not thinking let that go right away and go back home. You're thinking let me rinse this. He said there are a lot of personal reasons and incentives outside of a salary every month. That's our next thing. That 1 month pay they will not deal with. I don't like it. I don't like being paid once a month. But that's another story. Last July, the minister hosted its first ever career expo and employment fair at the University of the West Indies. Hold on there. Let me finish. Caller, give me 1 second. Let me finish out the article. Then you call in. So last July, the ministry hosted its first ever career expo and employment fair at the University of the West Indies, Mona campus, where 2,907 people were screened for more than 600 job vacancies. However, Tufton clarified that not all nursing positions are experiencing shortages. For a registered nurse entering the workforce, the gaps may be much less because obviously they're schooled in Jamaica, right? So you graduate now, you have all your certifications and stuff. Your whole class is looking for a job. So you have a whole lot of RNs just fresh out of school. Where I live right here in Florida, that's why I go traveling with the OT stuff. Because where I live right here in Florida, I live close to the school. And my school graduates, the field of occupational therapy, they turn out rapid. So the field is heavily saturated where I live. You have to go look for work on the road. It's kind of like the same thing that's happening in Jamaica. If you fresh out school, bag of people there look for the same thing you look for, right? So there's no gap yet. But then when people start to get seasoned in their field and get confident in their skills and start decide say, I wonder how much they pay in Texas. You know, word of mouth goes around and they're like, how much you made last year? People is like 50, 60, and they're like, I made 120 last year in Texas. And everything else was covered, blah, blah. Them gone Texas. But the school is here, so the school keeps dumping. So it's always saturated here. Kind of like what's going on with Jamaica. Last July, the ministry hosted this 600 job vacancies, 2,907 persons applied to fill 600 job vacancies. For a registered nurse entering the force, the gaps may be less, he said. According to Christopher Tufton, the most critical shortages are in specialized areas, including operating. Listen, at them people that make your nurse make the money up here. Anybody in here in the nursing field? I'm learning as I go along, right? Because my field is not nursing. I work alongside nurses. That's my wife's field. But if at them people here, y'all ask to come back home, you better have some great incentives. I thought you were asking just a starter nurse to come home. According to Tufton, the most critical shortages in Jamaica are in the specialized areas, including operating theater nurses, oncology nurses, neonatology nurses, and nephrology nurses. It's the specialty nurses that make the extra whole heap of money up here. The call is not to ignore those on the island who want work, he said, but it's to fill the necessary gaps. So he's basically looking for, I see somebody just said it. So he's basically looking for, if he's looking for people who have, well, if you're looking for people who have the experience, seasoned in the field, I guess he must be looking for retirees, right? But retirees don't want to work. Retirees want to retire. Because I already established that he is crazy on the guts. Those people who, because they love the job. Yes, that's anesthesia, and they have no equipment for them to use. And that's crazy. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Man, says the man, them who get half of them raise up here. live wealthy, live healthy, and still not use the facility in Jamaica. I want to talk about if I can work for nothing. What kind of business that?
Bro, say that again. Says the man
says
who
says the man who them give themselves raise up pay everybody.
Yeah.
And the minute the Prime Minister himself said, you get where you work for, man can work for this a little bit of money for give you good service. I mean, me a power phrase in a sense, right?
Right.
So everybody who works supposed to get paid, but them forget for them good pay. Says the man because look, we just run the Caribbean. And if a few people left going to the Caribbean work and still better off than in Jamaica. When the Jamaican politicians get top class pay, they need to cut them pay and pay the people who do the work from police straight back to nurses, doctors, especially teachers. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that because they don't really care. Because what they really attack about lip service and talk about you have to love the country more. Then why they not cut for them pay if they love the country more? They think people for food?
Didn't his salary double like 5 times? I don't want.
Of course,
but he was one of them who got him salary like I forget how much. I know double. How much the times raise over.
Exactly.
So you are right.
In a Caribbean, Jamaican politicians get better paid than most of the other Caribbean islands.
I saw a study on that, and they said Jamaican politicians are getting paid more than majority of the other politicians in the Caribbean. However, the other Caribbean islands are producing better results than what is being produced in Jamaica.
I know guess because our people have to live all the rest of the island go work to make back a host of Jamaica. When our politicians live fat and read and them tell about love your country more. Man, tell them to cut out them foolishness, man, and tap them foolishness here, man.
All right, brother.
Man, bless it.
Manners. Yeah, so he's saying that Christopher Tufton is speaking from a comfortable place. You know, his salary is multi-million-dollar raise on top of a multi-million-dollar salary. He's very established. You know, he's upper echelon in Jamaica. So speaking like this, I'm telling you right now, if you're asking for operating theater nurses, oncology nurses, neonatology nurses, and nephrology nurses to come back to Jamaica, no, I don't see it happening. Not unless they're done with foreign and like somebody said, retired. You know what kind of money they make here? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, my brother. Blessings.
Manners and respect, my brother. All is well?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to talk about the other part there next day. 3 weeks to spend down on the land, and the people still have to suffer. But we're going to talk about that next day.
No, wait them, Irvin. Fill we in, because not left it for your next day. I will take a break right here. So I've been wondering, you know, how things are going after Melissa still, because, you know, where you see?
All right. Well, first and foremost, quite a lot of the places are still without power. That are on the interior. On the main, especially out west, is a journey. Like Black River up and running and them places for the town itself, for the power itself, to like the hospital, for what we may call it, you know. And the road to south, them are work on that is a long way, a whole of a breakdown. But me I gotta tell them, my brother, people are gonna need somebody for come, well, a bunch of people for come in the country and give some form of what do they call it? With therapy, talk to them. Because me I gotta tell you, a whole heap of place I drive throughout the country, especially West London. I've been to all the parishes, all the devastation. And you see a whole heap of people, mattress, fridge, and stove, just the out on one concrete base. Nothing else. You see, my cousin is a shelter manager, and she give out 600 tarpaulin, and she still want more. Wow. So even after, you see, you notice I didn't call in Not even work I could I do. They have emails, they can draft to my workplace. When I have all Christmas Day, I try to send out. No internet. Internet poor. You see me? Now the interim thing, Starlink, capacity issues.
Would you say we have we made great progress or is still
all right? So some people make progress because guess what? They never get touched hard. But out of like St. Elizabeth, them a rebuild. That's one thing. Throughout the entire day, all here, boom, 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 boom. Hammer.
construction?
Roof. People are rummage because them not get things. You see me? I go to some place, my brother, and you see some people have stall with 5 or 3,000 apple. And that alone them sell American apple. That sound shady, that look shady. That means that I not say the aid because I have no proof.
But where would I get that from? Like so.
All right. Next thing. Outer West, the people them don't have any power and no generator. I mean no as schools. We don't get generator yet. I tell them. Much less for the people them. You see. So when I plug for SouFLoTV, what me I tell you, people buy own light and put it up and cut away from them other people there. It's really bad. I'm gonna tell you, it's disheartening. You see, I go a couple schools and I just tarpaulin stretch. You see me? A lot of the churches are demolished. And when we talk about the house where people them live at, you have people who take care of us, take care of churches and them places. You know, we go up in the West of Petersville, I want to come on corner where take care of church normally.
Right.
And other sports ground. Him disheartened because guess what? Team roof floor up, so enough to focus on him.
Right.
You get me? And the response of the government, I believe they took too long. They could have done a lot. People have to drive. I mean, things settle now. They don't have to drive from Westmoreland to Mandeville to get gas and everything there anymore. So the resilience is up. But the government took a long time to respond. I'm not see the ear yet, my brother.
And that mean I gotta ask you now. Did you see anybody with their vouchers? And did you see any distribution points set up?
Nothing like that.
Wow.
Nothing like that. I don't see. So I guess somebody else has to come show it. Because they say vloggers show things and we never see none of vloggers them show.
Right.
So I guess it's about time they come out and show us, so, well, boy, yo, this is the work that we have been doing. And not for our friends. You see me?
Damn. All right.
All right.
Thanks for the update. What are you going to say now?
Yeah, well, let's talk back to the tough stand thing now. Now, Mr. Tough stand, I'm the man who have the doctorate, and I only have a little master, so I'm not so bright. But I have to share something. The health ministry know who are going to retire in a number of years. Why don't I'm suggesting that they give scholarships for those type of positions that are gonna be made vacant, or if they plan to promote people in the senior roles, give scholarship for those. So me know said Mary, I'm gonna move in a John Tom position when John Tom retire. Do the succession planning and provide the scholarship for those posts that are gonna be empty. You see, because to go
makes sense.
School,
makes sense.
Yeah, nursing school cost at least about 150,000 US a year. I'm sorry, 15,000 US. Sorry, 15,000 US a year. Enough money for them. You get me? Could the more, but because that's a base thing. Right. So get the people, so get those positions. You know, so them people are gonna live different from the people who have an attrition because they get attracted abroad. You see me? And the government had boasted, and we're not talk political, because it's in the paper either 2024 or 2022, where the Prime Minister was saying that it shows that the education system is good. We are producing great people. So if we're producing great people and we know so they're gonna go, do something about it.
I agree.
Listen,
create incentives that will keep them here.
Since they're so good.
Yeah, may I say create some incentives to keep them here, not true?
Yes, because they create incentives to keep politicians in Jamaica. Think about it, you know. Yeah. Politicians now migrate.
That's
because the incentives are there to attract a politician to stay in Jamaica.
Right.
So do it for the teachers, do it for the nurses, the civil servants.
Some of them even have papers for the US, you know.
Yes.
And other countries, you know. And them not leave, you know. Them must stay in Jamaica. That is how well off they're paid and taken care of.
No, don't say them well off. They have created the conditions to prevent attrition. So they must do the same formula. Since them so bright and they know what it is to keep politicians in Jamaica, use the same formula and keep the civil servants.
Well said.
Blessings, my brother. When I go to say.
Manners and respect, brother.
Yeah, cool.
All right. And they're right to give it up. Yeah, you listen. Yeah, so let's finish this up. The call is not to ignore, he said, those who are on the island who wants to work. But you know, those on the island that want to work, they don't have these specialties. I tell you something, in my field, I found out that Jamaica doesn't even have a school. So if you want to go up to be OTR, occupational therapist, right? Not a coder, but an occupational therapist, Jamaica doesn't even have a school for it. But there's a demand for that profession in Jamaica, but no school there for it. I want to think about this enough. No school there to provide any of our citizens to become that. However, there's great demands for it. How I know? Because while I was attending Kaiser University here, I was looking at how to go to Jamaica and study for a year. And I wanted to do internship at, somebody put up Cornwall Regional. So I was looking around to see like where I would or where I could apply. And that's where I learned that they don't even have a school on the island for it. So anybody who is an occupational therapist in Jamaica was schooled overseas. Now, when you reach an OTR level, you just open your own practice at that point because you're qualified to open your own practice at that point. If you're a coder, you're going to need an OTR. If you're an OTR, you don't need anybody. So when somebody gone all the way up to masters and PhD in this field, a lot of the times they don't want to come back to Jamaica. And I found out that there's very few of them around the island and they're in private care. So you think about the general population, especially when you think like pediatric OT. If you look around Jamaica, you see when I'm there in Jamaica, I travel, I look around and I look at children. And I look at children like that are not meeting their milestones kind of thing. No, I don't like pediatric OT. I prefer working in the geriatric field, older population, but I see a need for peds OT in Jamaica, right? And I'm looking at kids who they're shunned by their community. Their families don't understand what's going on with them. And I think to myself, like, damn, this kid is not gonna reach, because the picnic, I get all I know. I said, boy, this a picnic look like when time them reach certain age, them go to prison, or they might end up out on the streets, or they might, when that's all it's needed. All it's needed is early intervention from an occupational therapist. So if everybody there that does this is in private care, and you don't have the resources to access the private care, then dog, name your supper. If you have a child that is developmentally delayed or has issues growing, so that's where I'm at with that as well. But back to this. Dr. Christopher Tufton says the call is not to ignore those on the island who want to work, but to fill the necessary gaps. To further attract diaspora nurses, the ministry is also offering additional support packages. There is a support for relocation. Listen, so if you want to move back, they will help you to relocate, which will be discussed based on application. Then they're offering a settling allowance as well, and other benefits that are similar to what we would offer foreign workers who come with permits. Why them really need the nurses back? They're going all out. Relocation benefits, settling allowance, and other similar benefits. The minister said that the ministry is awaiting feedback from the recruitment drive, but remains committed to exploring multiple strategies to address staffing shortage. You know what? On the heel of this right here, right? You remember during the election time? You remember when Marco Rubio came to Jamaica from the United States of America? Remember, me do the video and me put it up and me say, Marco Rubio just announced that Jamaican elected officials, not the people, elected officials in Jamaica, all of them will lose their U.S. visas if they continue to work with the Cuban medical staff. That means all of them, not just doctor, not just nurse. All Cubans who come under the umbrella of medical personnel. Remember election was approaching. Remember I said to my audience, I said, Andrew Holness has to pretend to be tough in front of the people. Because Andrew couldn't, let me tell you what going on. That's why you hear them a ball now for Jamaican nurses to come back home. And also, them wasn't balling for come back home before when they had hundreds and hundreds of these specialized people, right? Connecting the dot with me now. When I told you that, I watched the conversation between Marco Rubio and Andrew Holness. And a lot of people went away thinking, yes, 1 p.m., Andrew Holness stand up to them. What did I say? What me say? Me say no stand up to nobody, Nothing but him call Marco Rubio behind the scene and say, listen, man, this what you're asking right here? This could actually cost us the election. I want to stay in power. Please work with me. So I'm going to posture as if, that's why I'm come out and do the speech where he was like, we and the Cuban medical staff, we have a long history and we've been distant. It's going to remain as. Didn't y'all see Marco Rubio's reply to Andrew Holness after that? Rubio looked like him tune out Andrew Holness when him did that talk. And then him turn around and look at him and said to him, say, something along the lines of human trafficking. Well, they have to go. And if they don't go, pretty much, we're probably going to be looking at you like you are involved in human trafficking. Them never want to hear that, and government does not want to be looked at by the U.S. as or branded as. So as a tactic them use to come in there to strip Jamaica of the Cuban medical staff. Now that they've been stripped, I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and she said, I was at, again, Cornwall Regional is coming up a lot this morning. I was there. I was at Cornwall Regional. They had a farewell party for a whole big group of them, SouFLo, and then they left that same day. Basically, the prime minister had to lie to the Jamaican people because that could have cost him the election enough. Because them would have said, yo, no man, we're not both to America for that. Long time the Cuban them there. I saw Jamaican women saying, is a Cuban doctor deliver my baby? And how much good care me get from Cuban doctor. And them is a asset to us. And the relationship is important to keep. And I hope Andrew stand up to them. He had to show a strong face. But remember I told you, I said him don't have no choice. He don't have no choice. He has to play game. Do y'all see how the US is playing right now? With the US now playing, them now rap nice right now. So that's why I wasn't even mad at Andrew no more. Because watching how the US are playing right now, I said to myself, sir, rotted. You're between a rock and a hard place. Because if you did ever turn up to them and talk about we're not, and guess what happened right after that? Hurricane Melissa liquid. Hurricane Melissa liquid. Look how much hundreds of millions of dollars the US has given in aid and in cold cash to Jamaica since. Anyhow, he did say no. We're keeping our Cuban doctors. I don't care. We're Jamaica, you're America, we're doing our thing. Whoom. Melissa, mash up a place. They would have been over there looking at us like this. I bet you need some help, huh? How much you said it was for you to rebuild? Oh, okay. What do you say about them Cuban doctors again and the medical staff? You want this money? You need help rebuilding? That's how the game is played, friend. That's how the game is played. Long story short, they let go of the Cuban doctors and the Cuban medical staff. And I told my audience, I said, that's funny because Marco Rubio left the day before. So how come so many Cubans end up at the airport in their medical uniform the day after? That's weird. Don't you see that Dr. Christopher Tufton rushed to the media to quiet that noise? Because election was looming. He rushed to the media to quiet that noise. No. They're not. We're not getting rid of them. They're leaving so others can come. Their contract was up. And that is a regular thing. They come on a contract once it leaves. Matter of fact, his words were, this was purely coincidental. That's what he said. This was, because the people them say, wait there. I don't think you tell me yesterday, say, didn't Andrew make a big speech yesterday? Dr. Christopher Tufton, didn't you tell us that they're going to stay? What's happening? He said that was purely coincidental, has nothing to do with Marco Rubio's visit. Now they're begging you to come back. Because them don't have the Cuban them again. And the Cuban them can't come back neither. Because America said Jamaica to get rid of them, so Jamaica didn't have to get rid of them. Remember I told y'all last week, I said the United States of America's goal is to exercise dominance right across Western region. Everything over here, so them want in charge of it. Anybody who not playing nice, you probably could get what Venezuela just got. And it trickles down to even that. So now it's like we're on crutches, you know? Our medical infrastructure looks shabby. If it wasn't shabby before, personnel shortage, especially those in these specialties, like he said, the specialties, the operating theater nurses, the oncology nurses, the neonatology nurses, and the nephrology nurses. All these was covered by Cubans. Them gone. Them gone, and any Jamaican who have these specialties under them belt, them gone too. Most of them. Because foreign pay way more. You know, what you say now in recent news, Trump is targeting Cuba. I don't want to discuss Trump too much on targeting Cuba, but I woke up this morning. I saw it last night. I woke up this morning to it again this morning, where he sent a message to Cuba that they better make a decision quick. I don't know about decision about what. I know he has aspirations to go into Cuba. I don't know what the whole plan is. We have to see it as it unfolds. Yeah, the big reset is happening, you know, and it's affecting us. Dr. Christopher Tufton went to the Philippines and signed that memorandum. I forgot what it's called, a memorandum of understanding or something like that, with to get Nigerian and Philippine medical staff. And he was trying to frame it as something like, oh, we're just diversifying, you know, we're just looking to other nations and we're working something out with them where our Jamaicans can go there and broaden their view and learn different techniques, and they can come here and bring their expertise here and teach some here, as well as enjoy some of Jamaican. You know, them have a nice way of framing everything for you. But the long story cut short is America stepping at the picture and say, yo, Cuban, run up out of this blouse and skirt, and we didn't have a choice. We just did have to say, okay, all right. And that's what we did. So people are going to ask me, SouFlo, you know, call Andrew hypocrite. SouFlo, you know, feel like, I'm telling y'all, I'm not even mad at him no more. I'm understanding now how this actually work. Honestly, me never know, say America did not put on it Bigfoot like that. I didn't. And I have to be fair and change gears, call me a seat. This don't have nothing to do with labor right and PMP, my friend. And I want my Jamaican people to go over that, because anyhow I did a PMP leader in there, him would have to play a game too. Because if him not play a ball game, you see how the US is playing. That's the reality. If you're not playing ball game, you see how the US is playing. And the US framed it under their national security. So, you got a bunch of stuff going on in our backyard that could threaten our national security. We're going to step on you. And that's how they might play. That's how they playing. Me know Nisha said labor rights are the biggest liars. That's why I never commented. Yep. Wasn't up to him. And that's why I was calling him out the whole time, because I was trying to open my audience eyes. Me say, when I say Andrew go up there and make big speech about we are the Cube. And if you go and look at the video I did then, when I did the second part to it, I came back and said, I am surprised. I am surprised that Andrew Holness stood up like that. Can give one big speech and him say, no, the Cuban doctors are an intricate part of our medical system, and we have been working together for many decades, and this relationship is funded. And I say, yo, Rubio said they have to go. Andrew said no. And then the day after Rubio left, the whole of them left back home. Quietly. There was no big Jamaica farewell. Now think about this, right? For all the decades that these Cuban medical staff people have serviced Jamaica and has worked hand in hand with Jamaica, don't you think they had deserved at least, we're going to do away with them. We're going to listen to the US. We're not use them no more. Don't you think they deserve like an island-wide farewell? Not, come on, let's go. Bunch them up at the airport, fly them out. Don't you think they had deserved at least a farewell? All right. I saw a speech from our Prime Minister a couple of days ago where he's basically saying exactly what I'm saying. But me can use different words. He can't. He got to be diplomatic and politically correct, and me not have to do all of that. Even though I have to be cautious in my delivery, but I can say America stepped hard right now, and you know he has to navigate these geopolitical waters skillfully. You hear what Andrew said? He said, my responsibility is to keep Jamaica safe. Y'all read between them lines. To keep Jamaica safe. That's a little said that means a lot. That's a little said that means a lot. My responsibility is to keep Jamaica safe. He spoke about things we are going right now. Jamaica don't need to pick a side. When you hear your leader talking like that, you know, we're going to stay neutral. We don't pick no side. And we're doing this for XYZ reason. And my goal is to keep, my responsibility is to keep Jamaica safe. But is Cuba going to bow to Trump? Don't Cuba have Russia as closest allies? Just an ask. Venezuela had Russia as closest allies too. You see Russia defend Venezuela. Venezuela had China as closest ally. You see China defend them. I look and I see the game where I play, and I say, oh, okay, so really not no choice. All right, boom. You know what? Jamaica will take ourselves over here, so yeah, we pick ackee off a tree. Ackee and saltfish is our national dish. Everybody, we not in on something. Don't ask me nothing. That's what he has to do. That's what he has to do. Right now, as our leader, he can't even talk out of terms too much. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Marvin. People are talk this long talk about watch and see. Yeah, I bet when they touch Venezuela, you'll see, because China over there and the Venezuelans got Russia over there. Them touch them. You see nothing happen over there? No. Nothing happen over there. Right. I know him weak, my friend. This thing is dreadful right now. It's not him weak. Cause hear what? Anyhow, your PM muscle up himself and do and say the wrong thing right now. And Jamaica get run down pan. Well, we are gonna start cussing. Why you couldn't just mind your business? Why you never just let the whole of we are gonna start cussing? You see, whatever little stability we are enjoying, it comes at a price. The big dog in the yard and make you know say, I could shake up your stability real bad. So you better play how me want the game play. Jamaica can't take no more shake up right now, friend. We just get liquid, the hurricane there, Melissa, tear off Peace Island, whole heap of people in a distress. How much $1 billion in damage needed to fix up back the place, make the place look decent again. We never had that money in the first place. So you can't be all taking that money from that hand that's here. Use this and help and fix up back your place. The same hand where you take the money from, you go back to the same hand too. You can't do it because it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And me sitting and understanding, I'm not becoming an Andrew Holness sympathizer because, you know, cockpit country is still my point of concern mainly. However, I am realizing the difficulty in how he has to navigate right now. I wouldn't want another position there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm not doing bad, thank you.
Good. Talk to it now.
I have two things to say. During the COVID-19, the Prime Minister's wife and other Jamaicans at home were cussing out Jamaicans abroad. Okay. The second thing is, will they pay the people? Because I am a retiree. I wasn't a doctor. I used to work in the healthcare field. And even a lot of nurses and even PhDs in Canada, they have a lot of skills, but they are not talking about that. They want special people to come back home. You think an oncologist nurse or people who have that skill is going to come home and be disrespected, even by the ones that are working now? They will start to think, oh, this person is getting more pay, and they didn't ask for it.
Right.
But why don't they pay the people when the people work? Why they're so disrespectful and don't want to pay? No retirees that are Jamaicans want that kind of disrespect.
I agree. I don't know any that I don't know any that says I'm packing my bags, I'm going to Jamaica, I can't wait to forget the disrespect and the shorter pay. I don't know any that's saying that. You know?
Yeah. So they have to know what they want. Don't lie to people.
We've been backed into a corner. That's the message this morning. Is that we have been backed into a corner. And now, because honestly, if the Cuban doctors were still in Jamaica, Dr. Tufton would not be putting this message out calling for, because these positions were filled by those and was kept filled by those for many years.
Yeah.
So now that they're no longer there, they're trying to source them from other places, and it to include asking our own to come back. But
now we are important. We weren't important that long ago. Although I never do oncology, but I can tell you I'm a damn good researcher like you. I do a lot of research. So nobody can fool me. And I wouldn't go, I'm not saying that we're so, we should be so disrespectful. Well, I would use my BEd, Bachelor of Ed, to go get no disrespect.
Right.
I would never do it. Yep.
All right, family.
So, thank you.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, yeah.
I left this comment on the screen because Mistress B talks health and wellness with a twist. Hey, Mistress B, thank you for leaving that comment. Cuba won't bow, but an invasion can be attempted. No, you're not understanding what's going on, Mistress B. We don't attempt invasions. We go, and mission accomplished. Okay? Cuba, Russia, China, Venezuela, all these communist countries are all allies. And I ask you to look at Venezuela and see what you see. They were left by all these people you keep saying are allies for them. It's one thing when you can talk tough because you think you have allies, but when you get stepped on and none of your allies, they're like, yeah, I got your back. I got your back from way back over here, though. Right. But with that said, Joshua says we will not crawl on our knees. It just takes skillful navigating, man. Skillful navigating. Now you got to remember, right? This wasn't happening before. And like I said to my audience before, that I see this as a necessary thing that needed to happen. And I say necessary meaning those who hold the powers decided that now was the time. So everything you see happening was already pre-planned, and it's being played out, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. That's the reason why you see moves being made where you're like, you can't do that. The Supreme Court's supposed to step in here. He needs permission for this. Why is he do? How can he do? And don't you notice it's happening? The man asks nobody nothing. The man do it and then check them later and say, yo, it done. And they're like, but you were supposed to ask. Well, I'm telling you now, it done. What you gonna do? Put him back? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And the Caribbean falls right into it. To include Jamaica. And the rest of the Caribbean islands too. Not one of them Caribbean right now. What's her name? Who everybody looks up to so much, including me, from Barbados. Somebody give me her name, please. Motley from Barbados. You know, Motley is stern in her speech. And now is the time for us to be on this side of history and whatever. You know, say Motley went and got a meeting with Rubio, and then the fire simmer. None of the Caribbean leaders are in a position to flex any muscles. None. So we have to work with what it is they're allowing us to work with. The next best thing our Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, can do now that we have a severe shortage in these specialties is basically start begging our own to come back home. Yeah. Right, that's a SDWA. Right there. That's exactly what it is. And I'm gonna say it again one more time. I ain't even mad at Andrew no more. I'm not. Because I see clearly. I can see clearly now what take place. Yeah. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good enough, family. What going?
Okay, just going back in history, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Sikka had won in 1980, he gave the Gunman then 24 hours to get out of Jamaica, the same JLP party.
Well,
so maybe
okay. So who? And you know who they were aligned with? Think about it. You know who them did align with. You say when Sikka did way back in them day, he gave the Cubans 24 hours to get out of Jamaica.
The doctors.
Okay, and you know who they were aligned with, right?
Yeah, they're unapologetically communists or socialists.
No, me I talk about
the PNP.
No, PNP. We're talking about Sikka, right?
Sikka is JLP.
Sikka is JLP. And you know who he was. You don't know the history, man. You don't know
America, yeah.
No, that me I trying to get to yes. So yes, and they've been them foot in and they're sitting for a long time. And people thought it was him that did that. No, he was told to make that happen.
Yes.
Just like how Andrew was told just now to make that happen. So I know nothing new, you know.
So I'm wondering if Andrew's compromised that some way where he can't tell them to kick rocks, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So,
when you say compromise, I mean like they might have something on him file.
I mean, they have a file on him.
And they're like, we will.
The Blue Palace Hotel alone, where the transfer, vans go, Mexico go collect the money. And I wear the money to CIBC Bank in New Kingston. And there were American dollars. So that they have on him.
That turned out to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And
so
that's a piece of money that they couldn't give account for, which made them end up with FID.
No, the hotel that was sold in Ochios, Moon Palace.
Okay.
And went to Mexico City to collect the kickback. And they wire the money to the CIBC Bank in New Kingston.
So you can imagine now if they decide to not play the American way.
Yes.
And
those are American dollars.
All right. I just say American helicopters hovering in Jamaica. Take out your leader and carry him go to the US, go put him on charges.
Yep. Plus his offshore companies, then, you know what I mean? Why not give up so easily, you know, to Rubio? You know?
He doesn't have a choice, bro.
Yeah, I know he don't have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice.
But the GLP party is aligned politically, geopolitically with the Republican Party. So them pressure them so much. But the PNP is a socialist, you know. Allied to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, but them not gonna give them prosperity.
But again,
in their eyes, we're still some third world country, you know, with them need for control, but them not gonna make sure that everybody on this island is prosperous. You know what I mean? That's a part
and
of the agenda too.
And people don't understand, America has no friends. They have the interests. America won't have interests. America don't have friends.
Somebody asked why Tufton don't ask Trump for medical personnel. You think any medical personnel from the US is going down to Jamaica to work and not get paid like how they would get paid here? You'll make a sad mistake.
They shut up medical personnel right now. But there's a hotel, a friend of mine work in Brooklyn, downstate. They have inexperienced nurse working in operating room right now. The nurses that just come out of nursing school, no experience whatsoever. Making decisions that with people whether they live or die right now. So America need experienced people right now. Right in Brooklyn right now. Our friend now, she have what? 8 patients. She just come out of nursing school, like 2 or 3 months. And she said she have like 8 patients she want to work with. And she said, I'm not qualified to take care of these people. But these people can die at me anytime. Yeah.
You want to find it says he still be selling us out. He could be like Chief Curry. You must be crazy.
You saw the speech you make at Maroon Town? He's like a whole 360. About Maroon sovereignty.
Yeah. We had a long speech about that here, I believe, Friday. Yeah, we covered that on Friday.
The man, they got a whole 360 turn.
Yeah.
About the Maroon resources.
Which I find very suspicious.
Yeah.
Which I find very suspicious. Now, I don't know if Andrew Abol them a 6 for 9. I don't know if this is some kind of conway of getting his thing done. Because here's what. Here what's happening, right? What I'm understanding is they're pushing for not sovereignty, but them a push to get away from the British crown, right?
Yeah.
What we call that? Pushing to get away from the British crown. So Jamaica would become a republic, right?
Yeah.
Now under this republic, right? What if they look at the paperwork, the treaty that
null and void.
Exactly. So what if they look at that treaty and them say, well, that was good while we were Jamaica under the British. But now that we are a republic, we don't deal with the British no more. So that right there is null and void.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and,
null and void.
Right. So Chief Curry them is like fighting to remain relevant.
Yep.
I don't know if Andrew went up there and because from his words he was like, I am your servant. And I was like, where is this coming from? I said every one of our politicians should talk like that. But to say Andrew Holness up a compound attack to the Maroons them like that, you are an important part of our history and highly respected, and I am your servant, and I'm here to do your will. And I was like, what?
Flo.
That is weird. Something that happened.
Flo.
I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Oh, I say one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
On that point, if you have been to pumpkin, right? And during the celebration, they rise spirits up there. You're not joking.
Where's that again?
They rise ancestral spirits up there. During the ceremony.
See.
You can fall them got the burial ground. And they rise the spirits up down there. You're not joking.
They wouldn't do that.
No, I'm telling you. They rise the spirits up there. Maybe that's how overcoming.
Oh, yes, maybe I'm not overcoming.
Maybe I'm not overcoming. I can't see no other reason why you're talking like that.
Andrew went up there to tell them, say, this will be no more. I always said the spirits them take him over.
I can't say that.
Chief Curry them rise the spirits for him. Take him
it happens
over.
every celebration.
I just start talking about bloody abeng. Sound the abeng.
I went there 1 year.
Yeah.
I went there start the walkway.
You walkway?
In the walkway, yeah.
I try to get possessed.
Yeah, they walkway. They start drinking and sing and blow around. And I ride the spirits and walkway. Like you can't feel
all the year them for your body stand up and
you feel the presence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, joke, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Go to the celebration in January.
Yeah, it gone for this year already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a great experience though. The whole camaraderie, the day spent, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
All right.
Manners and respect, yes?
Same thing, brother.
All right. The one said, Chief Curry, they rise up the ancestral spirits up there. Him don't know if it's that overtake Andrew while he was up there. Why him start talking like that? Y'all know Andrew Holness he's been avoiding Chief Curry for the longest. Live on the air with SouFLoTV, good morning. I was glad to see him up there.
So as the man I said, go back in the history, but since they're on Maroon Town and the whole rebellion, it's tied with the whole thing though, right?
Yeah.
They said not really change because there's always somebody who have rebel against any empire. It was English before, right?
Yeah.
Remember Haiti? Haiti take on 5 army, with the starting of Bookman and the priest. Right, that's for them own book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chief Curry them play the same way with them fight with they have to sign with the British, which on a can same way. You get the message?
Mm-hmm.
So we're saying that the mighty US are gonna run across and do what I'm gonna do. Say I'm gonna say, but my theory now, I'll give my theory from whole Maduro US situation, right? I'm Putin them, right? Putin I say, right? Putin and China said, Maduro, here what you make to do. Take a dive for that one because me definitely want to control Ukraine because in my backyard. China say, yo, more world Taiwan. So take a dive for that one, make it look like do what you do, and then you come back on top. You understand? If you even come back on top, you're still good.
All right.
Because we have the agenda. Because when a man makes up a man break the rule. The US always break the rule anyway.
See.
But when a man break the rule, when I jump on Ukraine, who can't talk to me? You understand? So when I jump on Taiwan, who can't talk to me? I must say, who are you? You understand?
This is what I was
so then say, Maduro take a dive.
Yeah. This is the reason why you haven't seen the allies jump up to defend.
Yeah, because they have the agenda.
Them cut them deal already.
The agenda run is to take a dive.
Yeah.
I said, let me see happen already. Me see man, I never really be specific. But me see man rob a country with what gun already.
See.
You know, when a dick guy way, then just some big man and he just call out some name, what case run not come out of the case and the man then get paid for their reputation. You understand? so that's what we see. So, but that's always, but talking about Andrew and even Michael Manley, he said, Michael Manley was a man, he used to tell when he was president, he tell the truth. He said, yo, then they palm me case. Because in the 80s, right, the US was the one who caused the economical condition in Jamaica. Because Manley tell him plain say, him not stop dealing with Castro. You get the message?
Right.
But he never really hiding, that's the way I said. But we feel the blunt of it. So this man I try to feel the blunt of it because he compromised. Just like when Noriega they compromise when they must say, yo, because US loving the dirty, you know. They say the clean and I love it.
Same.
Because for the moment you're dirty and corrupt, they must say, yo, I have something for you, you know. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna make me try you? Or you gonna do what I tell yourself to do? Siaga was different. Siaga himself, no, him an American born, so he have to work for his job. Okay. A film country that are the same loyalty lie.
Okay.
So I just material and everything, but one day thing.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Your theory, but you're on point with your theory. I've said those words before, right here. Listen, we're gonna change topics, right? I want you to understand that though that we're in a delicate place right now, and it is going to affect us. I don't know how Dr. Christopher Tufton and them are going to fill these shortages in these areas with these specialties. I know that it won't be Jamaicans going back to do it because any Jamaican when we know that has these under their belt here and are seasoned, they off making $250,000 a year in US dollars. We could always say, but it's not everything is about money and all that other stuff. But when people are trying to solidify themselves in life, when people are trying to create generational wealth, when people are trying to create a nest egg for their retirement years, they're not gonna get up and leave what they've been working on to just come back because you said the infrastructure is getting better. We're remodeling and building new hospitals and crime gone down. That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough to bring nobody back. Helping me to move back, okay. If I'm under these expertise, I can more than afford to help myself to move back. That's still not going to be enough of an incentive. So they're going to have to create incentives that make people there foreign look and be like, what? Gone on me yard. Gone on me yard. I don't know how they're going to do it. And I'll close that piece and move on by saying this. If they can pay politicians that much, they can definitely pay essential workers that much. No excuses. No excuses. Multi-million-dollar raise on top of a multi-million-dollar salary, and then you bawl about medical field experts that you need. But can't afford. Don't make no sense. Moving right along. Russian roulette. Everything is about money. You can't work for love unless you retire. And most retired people don't want to be working. Even if them say, I'm retired and when I'm home, it's something will keep me busy. So I'm not going to go over by Cornwall or go over by UE and take up a couple of shifts. Lend my expertise then and collect a check at the same time. Even if you're going to be doing that, ain't too many people who are fully retired that are going to be thinking along those lines. People retired, they're retired. They want to go travel. Them want to relax. Them don't want still the inner the hustle and bustle, especially with everything that comes with it. Why would the USA interfere and want Cuban doctors to leave Jamaica when they're not sending any help in Jamaica? Well, it's called control. It's called control. That's it. Jamaica must be one of the countries that is under their control. It's called control. Just like how there's another Caribbean island that also signed on to keep people who come to the US and are seeking asylum. So I don't know if you know it, but when in the future, this is a part of their plan, right? You come to the US, you show up at US doors. We're talking US immigration here. You show up at US doors, you say, Lord, them will chop me up in my country. They're going to kill me. I'm seeking refuge here. They're going to say, here's the packet. Fill out your asylum paperwork. You fill out your asylum paperwork. They're sending you to Antigua and Barbuda. They're sending you to Dominica. They're sending you to, I think, St. Kitts and Nevis just signed up over the weekend as well. Them don't want the people them here. Wait over there until your stuff is approved or not approved. If it's approved, then you can come on into the US. If not, that's what they signed up for just now. It's St. Kitts, right? St. Kitts. Yes. And also they want to be in control of the investment by citizenship as well. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to say it one more time. It is because that's a gateway for people who we consider enemies in the US to make their way into the US. To make their way into the US. They can't come from the country, directly from the country that they're from, because they are blocked, barred, and under heavy surveillance, right? But if they, with the investment by citizenship by investment, they are able to actually use that as a loophole to completely change their identity and come back into the US. So that's why the US is that way about it. Yeah, Antigua. Well, the African nations, they're not sending asylum seekers. The African nations, they're deporting people to. So one of this man's plan is, if you are an immigrant and you commit a crime here, you shouldn't do time on US soil. So they will outsource you. Like, go do we'll sentence you to 5 years because, drug dealing / XYZ, and we plan to take away your citizenship anyways, but you're over 5 years prison time. Send him over to Eswatini. Send him over to whatever African nations signed up for it. I think the last time I checked, it was 7 of them. Probably more now. All right. The Chinese have been in for years in JA. The Chinese in Jamaica has always been an issue. And for the US, it's time to dull their influence and not have them in Jamaica so much. It's about influence. It's about control. It's about power. That's what it's about. Why do people even sit back and listen to the same person that's doing the events? I don't know what that means. Things are going to get worse. It's moving rapidly down a slippery slope. I say this right. This morning I said, when we start the live this morning, I said, the year feel like it's running off. We're halfway through January already, I feel like. And I pray that the next 3 years go by fast. Because I'm keeping in my mindset that whatever is happening now, this too shall pass. You see the comment there was see the comment on the screen? There's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. We got a taste of 1 year with 3 more to go. It's going to get ramped up and ramped up and ramped up. We're not going to see some stuff where we're not going to be like, well, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You'll see. You'll see. So again, it's important for everybody to pick a side, I guess. The side that serves your interest best. Know where you stand in a time like this, and I don't know. Play the game wisely, I would say. Yeah, play the game wisely. That part there. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about this for a minute. Let's run past Jolie and Silvera. Let's run past, I think, Jamaica Gunman talk. Let's talk about Jamaica Gunman talk for a minute. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo, morning.
Morning, family.
Congrats, me here, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Man, I want a next one, so me take focus upon what happened with you and your wife, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want the next one, you know?
You want the next one?
Yeah, early this year.
Go for it, man.
My work on it still. Yeah, I don't want to get too old and be an old man to see my kid. I just want to go old man a shake because I'm as a father, so I make go fast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But overall, we here not talk about Jamaican, tell the truth, we are crippled.
So hold on there. We're about to switch topic, right? But since you call, yeah, so make that quick call. We're done with that topic there.
Yeah. So man, quickly, Jamaican is crippled, but the Caribbean is crippled, and the reason why we're crippled is because we don't unite with Africa. Yeah, because look now.
Oh, let me stop you. Mm-hmm. We can't unite with somewhere that is not united with themselves, bro. I just talked about that last week. I said Africa has the most resources than any other continent in the world, right? And they're supposed to be the richest place on earth, and they don't even have like early warning system for, let's say, nuclear weapons that might be activated against them. Them don't have no air protection. See America fly go straight into them airspace, bomb someplace in Nigeria, fly come back. They don't have what good would it do us to unite with them when they can't even help themselves?
I understand, but let me explain. We must begin from somewhere, right? I feel say America always watching the world. America have an eye over the world. It's not like them in the sky, but America watch everything, and they have people in every country I watch. Black man, they have agents in every country I watch with. See? So what I think we should do as a black people,
watching their interests. Yes, watching their interests.
But what I feel like I said, them watch everybody in the world. It's America have an agent in every country that pay if bring back intel to America to know what anything getting a plan, then report back to them. You know what I mean? That me feel.
Yeah, man. That's just like watching out for their interests and in all parts of the world. Monitoring, monitoring, making sure stuff go our way, and positioning ourselves to, if things not going our way, to quickly assemble and shape that up and make sure they continue to go our way. But remember, I know it's all about world dominance, you know. So they have to act like that. They have to operate like that. If you want to be one of the nations that are in the top 5, say top 10, top 5, then you have to be like that as well. And not just America play so, other countries play so as well. Other world powers play so as well.
But what kind of we as a black people need to get a piece of the cake when we're running our backs to run, because we have our own base. Like our China man, in the world, and we have China. We don't have no base. We're about to joke place in Africa where other people control.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So what we need to do as a people, we have to start from somewhere. I hear Dr. Umar or something. Him say every change in the world from history, change off bloodshed. So we can't expect to talk and the things will change. You know what I mean? So I feel as if said we, the government, Jamaica and the Caribbean, to invite Africans freely. In the Caribbean, you can know them people and don't feel exchange from them people. You know what I mean? And just keep a closeness within the lines of we and them.
But that not gonna help nothing. That not gonna help nothing.
Something we're doing forever then?
That will help relations between, we're talking geopolitics. That will help relations between us and who we invite there. Them come learn Akia saltfish, how we cook it, and dialect and all that. That's about it.
SouFlo.
How is it? It all help.
Because what happened, our kind of networking we talk about, when Africans come to Jamaica, and we welcome them and dine them and talk to them, and we, you know what I mean, and then go back over them. Let me start have an interest of us the people, and maybe we can make a connection. We start be unite as a mentally, and then now we can start communicate. You know, because what happened? We are divided as a black people.
Okay, let me say this, right. No matter who we invite, say to Jamaica, right? Jamaica, the landmass will still be right where it is, right? Right in America backyard. So America will always seek to have dominance over that landmass there, right? So unless you're talking about them becoming superpowers to where they can compete on a level with where, say, the United States of America is, then that is just null and void. You understand? You talk about just fostering a relationship with other African nations, then that's fine. But if you're talking about finding a solution for what? We can't do nothing.
The issue with meeting with Africa.
Which part Jamaica there right now, no matter who we invite there, when America ready to play a ball game, because we're there right there, so we have to play a ball game with them because first of all, we're too small. Second of all, we don't have all the stuff where them have the resources that they have. Now you could think of resources in many ways, my friend. Army, money, whatever you want to think of, supplies. We don't have none of the above to even compete. So
it's so flow.
Yeah.
You know, so the Asian them they're in America, and the American them take the Asian them out of America for a reason because the Asian them influence the American them, the Black American them, and then free to influence them into overthrowing them. So we think the issue with Africa is.
You believe that, bro?
Yes, man, possible. Things possible enough.
No,
just as
of course things are possible, but no, me not believe that.
You need to start believing because
I believe that they're getting thrown out to make space for whites from other places to come here, because that's what they want the majority of the population to be. Because right now they're looking at the majority of the population in about the next decade or two from now will be, I think white people will probably be like 10-15% of the population, and then they will truly look like a dying breed. So they're trying to like expel or get rid of melanated, those of color, people from other places, and have an influx of white people. So they will be the majority in numbers. But the way you are talking about, listen, it's disappointing to actually admit it, but Africa can't do a damn thing to the US, brother.
Right now,
before me not speaking of future tense, because their before and their right now shows me that what future is going to be like.
So suppose if we say we don't hope as a black people born on earth to be under other people forever, and we don't hope.
No, me not say we have to be under other people forever. You have to understand how our makeup is. You know what I'm saying?
It can change.
You gotta understand how our makeup is as a people. Like for instance, right? There are lots of black people who are half Asian. We call them Blasians. Then there are lots of black people who are half Caucasian. The world is mixing. The world been mixing for quite some time now. So people not gonna owe no loyalty to just say, this place right here is for black people only. Then tell me, say, me can't go there because I'm biracial. And the world is gonna be split up that way anyways. You know? So
all right.
It don't come down to a black thing and white thing and black thing versus yellow thing versus white thing. That now work again. I know that's how it is. I know that's how it is. It's nations against nations exercising dominance over nations. That's where it's at.
So let me ask you this. You think what happened now when they invade Venezuela just a nation of people, as America as a nation, black, white, Indians.
That has nothing to do with color and nationality or nothing.
That have
to do with dominance. That have to do with controlling natural resources. That's what that have to do with. Nothing to do with no color. That have to do with controlling resources.
So hold on, not this. So if you say, we're talking about the elites. If you say, black man and Chinese elites of America.
Yes.
Me not feel so.
Man, listen. So. Yes, man. I'm telling you.
Yes. About race.
Yes, brother. May I tell you? And not only that, you said earlier, you feel that America have people in all different places around the world collecting information and doing work and then bringing the info back to the US. That is one of the things that makes this not a black-white issue, because them people that we are talking about, what we call spy or whatever else you want to call them, covert operation people, they are of all races.
Yeah, are traitors to them people. It's just a reality. You have a Jamaican.
You call it a traitor to them people?
Yes, because look at
what people? What people?
You might ask me answer something.
No, me ask you what people. What people are they a traitor to? If I was working with the U.S. military, right, and I'm doing covert operations with U.S. military, who am I being a traitor to?
No, it's different. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the agent of a system. You know what I mean? I'm a piece said the white power structure want to stay in power so much. That's the said the head of America is white faces. We can guarantee that.
Well, that's the picture. That's somebody is definitely trying to paint that picture. Somebody is definitely trying to paint that picture. Yeah. Somebody is definitely trying to paint that picture there.
Oh, okay. So if he said the elites is a diverse group.
This person right here is behind the times. Michael Nembard. The comment I put on the screen right there, that person right there is behind the times. No, I have nothing to do with drugs, my friend. Our president came out and said that we will now control their oil. They asked him what he's going to do with the oil. He said, we will be selling oil to other countries around the world. You just go in, take with the people in oil, and we'll be selling oil to other people around the world. You still think it's drugs. I think there's a tiny bit of drugs that comes through Venezuela into the U.S. It's not a large amount. So it's not about drugs. But that was the cover from the beginning when they did try and make it look like. Yeah.
And so for what I'm make is like
wrap it up for me, brother. Wrap it up for me.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah. You said quickly. You said quickly about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. You know, white power structure, right? If he said the head of America and the army, I work for the people. In terms of because you have black people and terrorists in America, so the army different. When it comes to control up at top, the CIA, the top people, and they have agents on every race. But those people are treated to their own people. It's an Indian man. Go look at India.
Hear me tell you, brother. Hear me tell you, take that train of thought there and write it out pen and paper, and we visit it one next day because you're all over the place with it. No, you're all over the place with it. Because when I ask you, who would there be a traitor to, you can't pinpoint it. So
no, man,
take it and work on it. I will left it there, sir. All right.
Yeah,
all right. Manners.
All right.
I forgive me, y'all. I was trying to see where he was going with it, but he's not. Him not pinpointed. Ain't nobody being no traitor to know nothing, man. I don't have nobody who I could be so loyal to or should be so loyal to. It's just not how the world works anymore. Remember when somebody asked me the other day, SouFlo, so if war break out right now, you don't hear this, right? If war break out right now between Jamaica and the US, which side you are going to fight on? And before I could answer, somebody answer for me in the comment section. Him would have fight for the US. Me know him is a sellout. Then let me ask you this. So me if you say big old rotted America now, war with little Jamaica, when me know say if America fought Jamaica blow off of the map, and war broke out, and me bravely take up myself talk about I'm going to fight against the US. I've been here since I was 8 years old. All my children were born here, raised here, being raised here. All our resources, most of it is here. Not only that, it would have been common sense. It would come down to survival. It would literally come down to survival. This ain't biblical. David slew Goliath. We not putting one rock in a slinger and lick down the giant. Jamaica couldn't survive that. But you would have want to hear me say, me a fight against the US in another war there, just to make you feel good. That makes sense? That make no damn sense. Anyway, moving right along. Jolly and Silvera murder trial set to begin today, Monday. We're going to run through some of these. Won't take too long, and then we'll get to other things. Jolly and Silvera is he was a sitting member of parliament at one point, right? For those of you who don't know, he is accused of killing his wife in Jamaica. and them kick him off of the bench, them kick him out of the People's National Party. He looked like he was going to get away with it, but he got arrested and he has not been out on bail. His bail has been rejected many times over so far. Kingston, Jamaica, Julian Silvera heard confirmation in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston that his murder trial is set to start today. Silvera will face trial in relation to the murder of his wife, Melissa. Melissa was the one who was found dead in the couple's marital home in her bed. And remember that story? Now, this is at their Stony Hill home, St. Andrew, November 2023, November 10th, 2023 to be exact. It is said, it was reported that she died of natural causes at first, and then second autopsy came back revealing that she had 3 bullet fragments in her body, which the initial she died of natural causes turned into she was murdered. Y'all remember when they asked Julian Silvera to turn over his gun, his personal weapon? And I sat right here and I said, they asking him for his personal weapon because they're going to cover up for him. And they know that he wouldn't be that stupid to kill his wife with his personal weapon. Well, when the results came back, the forensic results came back, his personal weapon matched the bullet fragments found in his wife. It turns out she was shot. It turns out there had to have been blood all over the place, but they did a neat cleaning up to include even painting over the walls, moving furnitures out of the place, and retiling the floors. That's a long way that's a lot of effort to put into trying to cover up a murder. And laid her down in her bed after she stopped bleed, dressed in her nightgown, and said she died of natural causes. Initially, it was reported that the 42-year-old woman died in her sleep from natural causes, but after an autopsy, it was revealed that she died from gunshot wounds. Police commenced a murder investigation after the 3 bullet fragments were found inside of her body, and the 52-year-old Silvera was arrested and charged January of 2024 with murder and has been in custody since. And I remember how he was crying at the funeral. He was holding the little boy because they have children, and in ball, his face was like that at the funeral. I remember seeing his face and I remember saying, damn, people will murder you and come cry at your funeral. But how disheartening, because the children, is he going to tell the children them same do it, or am I going to act like same don't know what happened? Peter Champagne is his attorney. They put out a statement asking us, the public, to be careful how we speak on this case. Not so much for Mr. Silvera's feelings, but we must remember that children are involved in this case. So, yeah, him do that, Audrey, but no tears was coming out, you know? So just a heads up, we're not going to go too far into it. There are rumors out there. We did some research. We found out he was not born in Jamaica. He was born in the UK. We also found out, the information we got was that he comes from old money, a family with old money. established money. For those of you who don't know what old money mean, and their money is tied up in land, resources. So, I see somebody call with the other day and say, SouFlo, you don't get the story right, man, because she owned the whole heap of land. And him did want the land them to sell and do things with it, and she wouldn't sign off the paper. So he make somebody kill her. And I know him kill her neither. Somebody broke in her house and take film gun kill her with it. But everything are gonna come out at trial. You know, when these stories happen, I always tell my audience, there are people out there who will purposely distort whatever information that comes from credible sources to make it more interesting. You know, like a place gets shut up on them, say, a man walked in at midday today at Samsung grocery store in Halfway and fired 2 shots from a rifle. By the time you reach some of them other channel here, you hear, say, the dog walk in, brawling, no face cover, and empty the whole clip in there, about 100 shot, and 7 people down, and nothing no go say, It's really 2 shots fired and the person got away, and they're looking for the individual, So people are taking this story as well, and they're twisting it and turning it their way. I promise to never be that kind of guy. I normally go off of what comes out of the attorney that's representing the individual or what has been printed in the paper. Somebody said also recently, none of us wasn't there at the trial, so we don't know what happened in the courtroom. Well, in Jamaica, when they're having a trial and we're not allowed in the courtroom, there are usually reporters that are allowed there. So that's why we get a printout. Like Noel Maitland's trial, reporters are allowed inside. They're just not allowed inside with cameras. So they go in and they do their own catching of all the words. Okay, so attorney Bascom cross-examined suspect, asked him, did you see the blood on the couch when you came in the room? Suspect answered no. We get the same printout. So if I know that's where it come from, you're not get no information from me concerning that. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, King.
Morning, family. What go on?
They are listening, sir.
Seeing.
See it, boy, in story, yeah. Come like we see it all in the world, I know.
Yeah, man.
It's nothing surprising.
I thought.
No surprising. Yo, the man heartless,
You feel like Jolly and Sylvia are killing wife?
Then of course, just tell out everything of one man.
So hold on then, I forgot this piece of information. Because I like to keep the audience up to par. For the people who were saying I got the info wrong about his gun got sent to ballistic testing. And we found out that the reason why he handed it over to them so confidently was because he gave out the gun to have the gun modified. Every gun barrel is like a human fingerprint. This is how ballistics is able to tell from a crime scene that the gun they found on you was not the same 9mm that was used in this particular crime. Because when you fire it, it leaves a mark on the casing that is left at the scene, right? So for him, weapon, whoever did it for him tampered with his barrel and probably had him feeling confident, like, don't worry about it, man. Me fix it. So when you bust the rounds them out tight, them now can trace it back to your gun. But they never do it good enough. So it was able to be traced back to his gun anyways.
Yeah, man, them people are heartless, man. That's something well planned out, man.
It looks so.
Well planned out. Jaja.
Well, in trial start today, and that is that for him. So we're going to stay close to his trial and see what the outcome is. Noel Maitland's case is back in court today as well.
I read that if it did a prison. No, no.
Which one?
No, if you really want that. No, Noel.
Oh, Noel.
One of them. The man that did that prison, man. The man that too wicked, man. Wicked. Man, too evil and wicked. No, man.
So
seriously.
So what happened last week is Noel Maitland's today's Monday, so Friday, Noel Maitland's attorney submitted a no case submission. No case submission basically means after all testimonies were given and everything, them go to the judge and them say, Your Honor, my client doesn't have a case to answer to, but you have to file it. So them file it and give it to the judge. The judge took it, and the judge is supposed to decide, based on what the attorney said right here, he actually doesn't have a case to answer to, so we're going to dismiss this and throw everything out. Or the judge can look upon it and say, nah, he has a case to answer to, because prosecution laid out some strong evidence, although their circumstantial evidence, them still add up to he is the person. So that's what the outcome was. The outcome was that the judge shut down the no submission. So Noel has a case to answer to, and now they're going to instruct the jury and turn over the final decision making to the jury, where the jury will go decide if him innocent or guilty. So the judge never threw it out. So Noel has to face the music.
Yes, man.
Right.
I'm glad, because when I explained it a while ago, I read up on it a bit, and she said in lawyer file that. And boy, me I tell you, yeah, man.
But you know, so I feel like saying Noel lawyer them just namming money though. 5 lawyer, you want 5 lawyer. I feel like them lawyer them namming money, because me looking at this case from the outside, there's no way they could have won this case. I'm still waiting to see the outcome of this case. And anyhow them make Noel walk are the wickedest thing ever. But there's no way Noel can win this case, brother. No way.
Yeah, man, the wickedest thing for really. Enough is the road. Right now, I feel like they could bring him back death penalty. Because some of them man need to go on. You see, big woman thing if you go on, man. Them too wicked. Because him a police officer, bro. They can have as much one as they want, but don't hurt the woman them.
Same.
If they find out, they must avoid the woman them.
Same.
What the woman they could have doing so. Unless next man way more if doing so. Me hear something about the case about the politician. Me could even believe. No feel so. Come here say shoot the woman there in front.
You know,
yes.
Yeah. That's another that was another piece of information that came out. So that, she got shot in her vagina. Which had me thinking like she did give her the front or something and him couldn't take it. Cause why else would a man shoot his wife in her vagina?
Exactly. And they say come down to, because me I say that is just so outrageous. Like, brother, you're a big man. Your age. You must want to jail, but I'm going to times. Yeah, just move on. For the woman that did that too much now, the way you do.
You know, as a former member of parliament, I think that man didn't really think Sam could have get away with this, you know. And I think him really did think him could have get away with this. And if anyhow that person there who filed a gun there for him, they do the barrel the right way, him could have get away with this. But yes. that you say
things work out, you know the same when they test everything work out for you know?
Exactly.
Yes, man.
Mm-hmm. You can clean up the place, but you can't cover all evidence, bro. And that's what that's what catching. Man. Yeah. All right, brother.
Wicked, man. Yes, my father.
Manners and respect, yeah.
Every time, General. God,
all right, King. Manners. All right. Well, Lulu, because him is a Batman, Lulu. But I mean, to do that to your wife, you must be into other things. I mean, I can't think of a reason why. Although, you know, let's be for real, right? When some people get cheated on, it is not us that are being cheated on. So we sit on the outside looking in, and we always say stuff like, "I don't care what she did, walk away, leave her." But bun hot enough. Bun hot like hell, so me don't know bun hot. Bun hot. And some people can't take the hot bun. So them lose their mind and do all kind of stuff, friend. Especially when you find out certain things. It's certain details of the cheating will make people act certain way too, you know. Remember me telling about the couple when they not arguing in a car, the woman was like, she said the man got pick her, she picked him up and he came in the car and he was like, okay, so you ready to come back home? And she was like, I ain't left. I was just out giving you a piece of your own, some of your own medicine. He was like, wow, so you cheating now. So because I cheated, you go cheat too. And the woman was like, yeah. So and he said, so the guy I seen you with, y'all did something? And she was like, yep, sure did. Look how many times you did it. And I had to cry and get over it, and you keep doing it. I figured I'd give you a piece of your own medicine. Only thing the man that did want to know is, what did y'all do? What y'all did? The woman said, come on now, I'm not going to get into no damn details with you. We two grown people. We did stuff like what me and you would do. Everything. We did everything. The man heart nearly dropped out, you know. Him said, everything? She said, yeah, we did everything. He was like, so you trying to tell me you put his losing mind. Some people don't know how to handle them something there. Some people are heavily invested in their relationship too, and are just always about people crutches. It's the level of betrayal. It's how much you've sacrificed and invested, and it's also feeling like you were somebody's laughing stock all along. She put the one-eyed snake down in her throat, and him couldn't take it. He start cussing. He start cussing. She was like, what you expect? I mean, we having intercourse. We grown people. Ain't that what you do in intercourse? She said, we grown people. Ain't that what you do in intercourse? The man heart attack him. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. The amount of time when him cheating up and the woman take it and cry and forgive and move on and him repeat. And finally she got give him piece of female medicine. Him can't take it. Him want to know details. What was it like? What he working with? Is it way bigger than mine? What y'all do? Y'all did everything? Even like everything? I saw. Era. Noel Maitland case back in court. Noel Maitland, so Silvera trial starts today, so we'll be staying close to that one. So we'll be giving you updates just like how we did throughout the whole Noel Maitland trial. So look forward to that coming from us probably every other day or so, because that's how they do the reporting from the courtrooms, and then them give it the information so we get to the audience. And Noel Maitland, I'm definitely seeing guilty, and that is another Peter Champagny. No, I lie. Noel have 5 attorneys. Yeah. Somebody said, because I was asking, how come him can't afford 5 attorneys on a police corporal salary? But me excuse it as maybe his family members are well off, well put together, and they pool their resources together and they're doing everything in their power to get him off. And a person said, no, SouFlo, you have to understand, if me go down, me I carry the whole lot with me. Because me know things. It could be one of those situations where him know things. So, him hold it against them. Like your counterparts have to pay attorneys for it. And like I said, he got help. We could see it from outside looking in that Noel got help covering up the Donnelly Donaldson's murder. And we'll see where the rest goes from that. The judge is about to instruct. Noel's attorney is going to speak today. I think his closing argument's coming up. and then the judge is going to instruct the jury, and then the jury will be off for deliberation. So sometime soon, we will know what the outcome of this trial is. Right? What you say? Roddy's daughter? Me would have said, yes, it's bigger than yours. Oh! And I saw you that year. Oh! I can't do this. Oh, I can't do this. Like the one where the woman did say, oh, that's the same one. Y'all might have seen it. Oh, this is what she said that killed everybody. She was like, he was like, so you trying to tell me you suckers? And she was like, not really. I was trying to, but it was too big. It couldn't fit in my... She said, not really. I was trying to, but it was too big. It couldn't fit in my mouth. That's when he was like, oh, I don't want to hear no more. I can't do this. Yo. She did answer. She did answer. Then they asked about, so yeah, try to tell me that you suck out my things. She was like, no, not really. I was trying to, but it was so big, you know, it couldn't fit in my mouth. Yeah, she did. She kissed it. That would damage a man's psyche. The coffee fit in her mouth perfectly fine. So what kind of anaconda she did a wrestle where it couldn't fit in her mouth? Mine's fit fine. How the hell it couldn't fit in yours? What kind? And you took all of it? Oh man. Wicked. My boy acted like he was having a heart attack too. When she said him scream, ah! Our holy chest me going. He said, I can't do this. I can't do this. Let me out. Let me out. She was driving. He was like, stop, let me out. I can't do it. Him no want to patch up the relationship no more. If I didn't hear about that, the size there. Yeah, I was trying to, but not really. I didn't do it. I was trying to, but it couldn't fit in my mouth. It was too big. Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? Now she gonna keep on going back, brother. You're done. All the times you went out there. Now I'm trying to give you some of your own medicine. Now she go, where she buck up in her? She go buck up in her anaconda. God, she ain't coming back now. She have somebody for burn you with regular now. Anytime you burn her, she just carry, go give me some anaconda. Make him damage it. Make him damage it. When it come back to you, it don't have a use to you. All these games we play, I tell you, boy. Now in Maitland and Mr. Vegas is related. Go Google Mr. Vegas' mother's last name. They all come from the same community in St. Andrew. Doesn't mean that they're related. Say Ben TV, unless Mr. Vegas said that. In Jamaica, we have people who carry the same last names and come from the same areas in Jamaica, and they're not related. But I always say to my Jamaican people or my Caribbean people, don't have relations with anybody from your Caribbean island who carries the same last name as you. Because if you know with history, you know. Right? And the crowbar, she buck up in an elephant trunk, boy. She buck up in an elephant trunk. I can't do nothing for she no more. She gone. And she there try downplay it to you, but it couldn't fit. She make it fit. She just not gonna tell you that. She was choking. She do her best on it. She was excited being with you. She hadn't seen one like that in a while. You know, she's starting to think now how much you're holding her back from and how much you haven't been able to deliver. You know, she was almost starting to forget that things like those exist. You give her the opportunity now if you go out, they're going to realize, say, oh, they're out here. These big old anacondas are out here. She's wrestling with one of them. She did wrestle with one. And them big anaconda there. And come on to you with your pew pew. Instant divorce. I want to go on. Marriage counseling now gonna fix this. We gonna have to call it quits. This can't make up. The one time she got cheated on, this can't make up. Marriage counseling can't fix this. It done. Remember, they wouldn't name the artist who went and see him in jail. Me never know so no artist went and see him in jail. Are you saying that it was Mr. Vegas that went and see him in jail? Yeah, she hurt him feelings bad. That's hurt your soul. That's hurt your soul. Yo, we have other things to talk about here now. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, right? And break up the monotony, and then we're going to get into the Gunman talk. Jamaica let me see the final trip. Let's talk about the final trip first. So I just wanted to put faces to the name and condolences to the families surviving, and also put a message out there so we can get on to the other topics then, right? You know, the same piece of road where these 4 females died on over the weekend. But they are Jamaica now. I drive on that same piece of road there. And I don't know if police did chase the boy them or what. I want blue BMW. I said the BMW fly past me, my car rock. I was driving an SUV, Jamaica me there. And the BMW sit lower than the SUV. And we are going in an opposite direction, so it could have been a head-on collision. And when me I tell you, say, the little bit of rock, me rock for go so, save we, you know, you could pass a hair strand between the 2 vehicles them. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time I drive, me nervous, but I wasn't trying to say nothing to our wifey or the kids them to make them, cause I'm like, damn, we could have died. They really do drive like that down there. So a mother and her 10-year-old daughter, along with 2 sisters, ages 12 and 17, they all died when tragedy struck on Crawford on Front Hill Main Road near the St. Elizabeth Westmoreland border on Saturday. The 4 were reportedly returning to St. Elizabeth from a beach trip in Bluefields, Westmoreland, right? When the Toyota Voxy motor vehicle that they were traveling in collided with a utility truck. The police have identified the victims as Janine Dawkins. She's only 30 years old. Her daughter, Antoisia Glenzillier, is 10 years old. Their neighbors, 17-year-old Janessa Dunkley, otherwise called Ashley, and Janelia Dunkley, 12 years old. The victims resided in Brighton District, Santa Cruz, in St. Elizabeth. All 4 females died one time. The police report that about 5:27 p.m. on Saturday, Toyota Voxy being driven by Dawkins with the 3 children as passengers collided with a Freightliner M2-106 truck, which was being driven by a Canadian utility worker. The motor vehicles were traveling in opposite directions, according to the police. So it was a head-on collision that occurred. And the 3 individuals, in the 3 injured girls and the woman, they were removed from the mangled vehicle and they were all pronounced dead at the hospital. The truck driver was not harmed and his truck was not harmed as well. You know, there's a huge long article here on it. We ended the year 2025 with 374 people died in Jamaica through motor vehicle accidents. 374. I'm looking at the vehicle that they were in. And the vehicle looked like when you take a matchbox and just crush it up so. Remember them little matchbox that we used to have? Striking matches by the side. And you just crush it up so. Which kind of makes me wonder about the kind of vehicles that they are letting into Jamaica. Where are these vehicles being made? Anybody know where the Toyota Voxy come from? China or Japan, or because the vehicle them don't have no caging inside of them, and it's like if soon as them hit something, them just crumple up everybody in the dead. But that's going to be a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Westmoreland and all the roads clean up, or they wasn't affected by the storm. It is said that the woman is at fault. So she was driving on the wrong side of the road, them said. She was visiting and she was driving on the wrong side of the road according to police reports. The motor vehicles were traveling in opposite directions according to the police when the collision occurred, and the 4 females, 3 children, and 1 female adult all died after they were removed from the vehicle. In one single crash, we have a terrible tragedy. One news report suggested that the driver swerved to avoid a pothole and crashed into the truck. The police report only says that the driver was in the wrong lane. So investigations will continue, and we will get further details, is what they have put out. When I'm in Jamaica and I'm driving, for 2 things I'm going to say, and then I'm going to change the subject. My condolences goes out to this family, the different families, respectively, of all those who lost their lives here. When I'm in Jamaica and I'm driving, and you can apply this anywhere you are in the world. You see, if the road full of pothole, I still stay on my side. I just slow the car down really, really, really slow, and I make the vehicle go down into the pothole and slowly come back up out of the pothole them. I'm not swerving into no different lane to avoid any pothole. Make the car go down into the pothole, I make the car come back out of the pothole. And another thing I'm going to say is defensive driving is super important. So for every one of you out there, I learned this in the Army because we learned defensive driving. Your vehicle, do everything in your power. If you're about to have an accident, do everything in your power to make sure that you do not have a head-on collision. In most head-on collisions, somebody dies. In most head-on collisions, somebody dies, or there is severe injury like amputation or something of a limb. Turn your vehicle sideways as fast as you can. Take the impact on the side, but do not have a head-on collision. If you don't know, if you can't avoid it though, then God go with you. You know, driving in Jamaica can be a task that if you can't handle the roads, I suggest you don't drive there, says Care. You know, I find driving in Jamaica easy. You just take your time. People laugh at me when I'm driving there. If I catch a good stretch of road, I'll drive at a certain speed. And then sometimes I even find myself, I go over the limit, over the speed limit. You know, one time I was vlogging and driving, and it was when I came back here and posted a video to the channel, somebody in the comments said, so SouFLo, you in Jamaica breaking the laws too, because I hear you tell people to drive cautious all the time, and the speed that you're going right now, you're obviously breaking the speed limit. So sometimes you catch a nice piece of road and you have to drive a new vehicle, it gets away from you a little bit, right? But I'm not so far over the speed limit that I'm just flying through. And then for the most part, when I'm driving in Jamaica, I'm not the kind of person to come out from behind a truck and go around it into oncoming traffic and then switch back over here so before head-on collision. I see them do a lot of that there. Me will follow the truck go wherever the truck will go until the truck turn off. When the truck turn off, then me drive going forward. I'm not in no hurry to go around no truck or none of that. You know? I think driving in Jamaica is like driving anywhere else. Just be cautious. That's all. That's all. The truck driver was driving a utility truck, and that truck driver is a Canadian utility worker. So, of course, I'm thinking, are they going to sue the utility company? Can it be proven that maybe negligence on the part of the utility truck driver? You know, all that stuff has to go be looked through to see. I find driving in the USA easy. Roads in the UK and JA. Yes, the utility worker, it didn't say if he was there to work with JPS. And in Jamaica, they are pretty tricky when they're reporting stuff like this, right? So, for instance, somebody would say, leave JPS name out of this. This is a tragic incident. You can put in that the utility worker was Canadian, but we all know that we only have one utility company in Jamaica, and that's JPS. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm from St. Anne, but I'm living in the US. I've been to Jamaica. You know, St. Anne's Bay Hospital still have Cuban doctors. I don't know if it's all around, but some are still here.
Some are still on the island.
Yes, in St. Anne's Bay Hospital you have, and the clinic, the general clinic in St. Anne's Bay, you still have a Cuban doctor working.
A Cuban doctor. Yes. They don't have hundreds again across the island like they did before.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Well, so some are still there. Okay, you have a good one. And congratulations to you, baby girl.
All right, and thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Moving right along. Y'all be careful out there. Let's talk about the Jamaica gunman talk now. Police and soldier arrested in a cocaine bust. This one was rubbing me the wrong way all weekend. But do you want to talk about this? Everybody knows what C-Talk is, right? No. You know nothing will come out of this? First of all, let me say nothing is going to come out of this. They don't give a lot of time in Jamaica for cocaine. I was joking when I said this before, but I said, maybe we need to go back to Jamaica and go run some coke. Because I see people get catch with hundreds of keys of cocaine. And they got a fine that they had to pay. And then pay the fine and got no jail time. If you could imagine you in Florida, USA, you get any state in the USA, you get caught with 20 keys of coke, 10 keys of coke. You know, your family ain't seeing you for they're not going to see you for about the next 10 years, you know, at a minimum for that much coke. A late night intelligence-led operation in St. Andrew community turned into a scandal on Thursday when a police inspector and 2 serving Jamaica Defense Force soldiers were arrested after the vehicle's search reportedly uncovered more than 12 pounds of what looks like cocaine. 12 pounds. Right now, if them batch want cover up for them, they can easily say, switch out the drugs and replace it with flour. It wasn't coke. Case done. The arrests were made about 7:10 p.m. along Moore Street and Woodford Park community near Pine Bar during a joint law enforcement operation. Police sources say officers swooped down on the area after acting on some intelligence, and they observed the inspector in the company of several men. 3 vehicles, a blue Toyota Tacoma, a red Kia, and a white step wagon were parked nearby. During the operation, the inspector, who is attached to the counter-terrorism organization Organized Crime or C-Talk branch, reportedly resisted a search of his private motor car. They asked him if they can search it. He said nobody now search him vehicle. This forced the lawmen to summon a senior officer to come to the scene. Upon the senior officer's arrival, of his superior, the inspector allegedly disclosed to the senior officer who came, "We have some drugs in the car." I don't know if he thought they were going to let him go or cover for him. All 3 vehicles were seized and transported to the Firearm Narcotics Investigation Division headquarters, where they were searched in the presence of the men. Investigators reportedly found 5 rectangular parcels that were wrapped in masking tape and clear plastic inside the blue Toyota Tacoma, which is owned by the inspector himself from CTOC. The parcels contain a white powdery substance resembling cocaine, weighing approximately 12.5 pounds. 12.5 pounds of coke, a whole heap of coke, that, you know. And these were discovered on the floor at the rear of the vehicle. Also recovered from the vehicle were a Glock service pistol, 3 magazines that were loaded with a total of 53 rounds of ammunition, a Jamaica Constabulary Force identification card, and a Samsung Galaxy 9 cellular phone. Following the seizure, the inspector was escorted to his Portmore St. Catherine residence, where a search was conducted on his residence. No illegal items were reportedly found there, though. He was later taken into custody at the Halfway Tree police station, where he remains detained as investigations continue. I thought I saw something that said he was officially charged. The 2 soldiers that were involved, they are believed to be in custody up at Upper Camp. In a statement, the Jamaica Defense Force, or JDF, confirmed that 2 of their members are a part of an ongoing investigation and said that it is cooperating fully with the relevant authorities. So, this is the spin I wanted to put on this, right? Jamaican people, we have a thing going on in Jamaica right now, right? Where the police officers and lawmen, soldiers too, because it was a soldier who killed a little 4-year-old boy shooting through the house. Our lawmen are able to kill now, and all they have to do is say, well, we went to this address and a shootout happened. Suspect fired shots at us. We returned fire. When the gunshots ceased, suspect was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and died. A 9mm with 4 live rounds were found on suspect. All Jamaicans, or almost all Jamaicans, tend to celebrate now. We've had this happen so far a lot in the first 2 days of 2026. Police killed over 11 people in Jamaica in the first 2 days of 2026. Over 11 people. In the first week, I don't know what the exact number is. I would like to know what the number is today, right now, because the killing them don't stop. Now, let me get this straight, right? The Jamaica gunman talk part. Because some people have our content out there spreading it that we back criminals. We are not with law enforcement. We support those who do the killing. I'm going to make it clear. I'm going to make it super clear. We are absolutely law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. For years, right here on YouTube, on this same channel, we prayed and hoped and spoke about and willed it to happen that our murder rate in Jamaica would drop significantly. So now that our murder rate is dropping significantly, we are celebrating as well. But 2 things can happen at the same time. And I want Jamaican people to understand this. We have good law enforcement personnel, and we have those that are not so good as well. That's why I always hear me say, big up the good squad of them, because if I wasn't for them, dog nyam with supper. Why I have to say big up the good one them? Because I am well aware we have some that are not good. Now, if you can find an inspector, 3-round, 3 magazine to 19mm, 50 something rounds of ammunition loaded into 3 clips. So like him ready for a shootout. 12.5 pounds of cocaine in his possession. These are exactly the kind of police officers and soldiers who have infiltrated our law enforcement field, and they are operating in uniform. This is exactly why us as Jamaicans can't just celebrate every time a civilian is killed by law enforcement. Law enforcement only kill bad people, man. Big up yourself, squaddy. Kill more of them. We need to get into the mind frame of demanding that our law enforcement people provide us, the public, with justification for each civilian killed. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. We are riding with the police. Me for one. My Jamaica gunman talk this morning. Me talk to the Jamaican gunman them, the one them where kick off door and kill all poor Miss Matty. She in her 70s and her 3 grand picking them with her and these kind of things, right? You're cold, you're bitter. You know, have no feelings, you're murder. I want all of you to dead out. I want all of you to dead out. Because see, I remember a time when I was flying to Jamaica, right? And I would be outside all night till the next day. Me want that the Jamaica back again. They out the door all night till the next day. We weren't worried about who did I go rob with. And if people did rob with them, wouldn't kill with. Me always say, if you are going to rob me, you're probably practicing because me don't have nothing for me. But if you rob me, don't kill me. Left me so me can go get the things them where you rob me off, so you can rob me again. It's a joke, but it's true. So the little gun bag them, that's all about the place that make Jamaica feel like, so many Jamaicans overseas feel like, oh God, I'm scared to go home. And when I go home, I'm going to lock up in the house. I want all on the dead off. I don't want nobody twist my content and talk about SouFlo is a gunman sympathizer. Pardon my language, but no the fuck I am not. I won't curse again. I am not. I want the whole of them dead off. I want back peaceful Jamaica. I want back Jamaica where killings happen, but they happen so far and few in between that we wasn't really worried. So I'm all for it. At the same time, though, we can't just have our soldiers and police just a kill so. The solution is always killing, and then no justifiable proof is presented. That's a problem. That's a problem. And if you're co-signing that right there, then it's only a matter of time. Remember, I know we have to be careful what type of system we help to build, because we have to go live in it. And right now, because we want with Jamaica to be so safe, and we've lived under this high murder rate thing for so long, I understand why a lot of people are like, kill more of them, squaddy. Because people want to go on the road, go relax themselves. People want to sit down at them yard, sit down at them gate, play domino, beat 2 juice, enjoy yourself, no worry about gunman coming and lane and shoot up place. No worry about any of these kind of things, right? But we can't allow our security forces to operate in that way. Just kill with it. No explanation. No justifiable reason why you take a life. If we help to build that system right there is going to end up being our nightmare. Because when them done kill out all of the gunman them, right? They must start kill you out next. So yes, two things can be happening at the same time. Two things can be happening at the same. As a person who wore the uniform, I'm all about professionalism. I understand law enforcement from a first-hand perspective. It's not an easy work to do. You have to exercise more professionalism than anybody else. You have to exercise more restraint than anybody else. Because you're in that position where you can kick out a boy's teeth. You're in that position where you can squeeze the trigger. You're in that position and it be justified. You're in that position where you can take lives. But if we allow our good guys to do bad things and we co-sign it, when them done kill out them gunman that we want dead out of the place, are we them gonna turn pan next because nobody else left to kill? So we're still exactly. We're still calling for body cams. We're still calling for a CCTV system all across Jamaica with central monitoring points. We're still calling for heavy surveillance. We still are calling for all them things here. So I'm not one of them who jump up and quickly say, kill out more of them, squaddy. I am one of those who are rejoicing that our murder rate number went way down. But I couldn't help but seeing that if we added the amount of people the police kill to the new low murder rate, we actually would have had a number that we've had before in the past, which was back to a high murder rate. Every killing of a civilian has to be justified. It has to be justifiable proof has to be presented. Me not have no problem. You choose the kind of life where you choose gunman. Me talk to you Jamaican gunman, them gun bag, gun boy, gun girl. You choose that life. Just like our soldier choose to join the military. Here, them said everybody, you know, so them must send you go to war. You know, so you might dead over there and don't come back. Yeah, we accept that. So you choose to go pick up gun in a Jamaica at these times. Accept say death follows. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Flo?
Oh, Jerome, what?
I'm there.
What I'm talking to, you know?
I heard you talking about body cam and something came to mind. Are you schedule very busy? You think you'll do anything about Smirnoff where it happened in Minneapolis?
In Minneapolis?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do nothing on that, you know.
Okay, cool.
It's sad what's happening, but people voted for that, you know.
Is this another I told you so moment?
This is another I told you so moment, Jerome.
So Flo,
another.
I heard a DJ Khaled, another one.
Another one.
Anyway,
no.
I hear you earlier talking about driving in Jamaica. When you see a pothole, you just take your time. No man, as a Jamaican, no man not belong in any hole unless you have to do with that woman. You want to go around it.
Alright, so you know when you said that, I remember you know who Poco is?
Poco?
Poco have one song out where him say she not carrying no pothole. That's why me love my baby to the soul. That's funny. Me love my baby to the soul. You know, I talk about in a Jamaica man and just go down in any pothole unless it have to do with one. She not carrying no pothole. Yeah, man, but I saw me drive on with the Jamaica though. I let the car just slowly roll into the pothole. Unless the road is completely clear and I'm alone out there, I might swerve to avoid a pothole. But if there are other cars on the road, I'm staying in my lane. That's what me I try to say. Stay up on your side of the road, cause them drive mad at Jamaica and you can dead easy.
Just as what TJ says, stay in your own lane.
Yeah, in your own lane. See that? But you know what, Jerome?
Go ahead.
Hold on there. You see, since you're there, now is the time to start this our last topic for the morning. It's 11:31 and at midday I want to finish. I send out my message to Gunman, Gunbag, Gun Girl already. I want all of them dead off. I just need from the Jamaica forces, security forces, justifiable proof for each killing. After that, me not argue with them about who them kill. Because people put themselves out there for that. But
you want all of them dead off?
I want every nasty excrement that have people fearing, lock up in a house, scared to go out the door, can't enjoy Jamaica, beautiful Jamaica. Because you have to think about Gunman. Them kind of, I want every one of them dead off.
But some of these Dannies said they want Gunman in their wall. That means them thing or cap whip up.
Them can dead with them too. Them can dead with them too. Yeah. Our choose one legal gunman. Yeah, choose one legal gunman.
We don't see citizens with a license firearm as a gunman. For some reason, we don't.
No, them say criminal. Because a criminal, they really want to say they want in them hole, you know. Yeah.
It's not a law-abiding citizen.
Not a soldier with them gun, not a police with them gun, not a law-abiding taxpaying citizen with them license firearm. You want a criminal with an illegal gun in your hole. You can dead with him too. Yeah.
So what's the next topic, my boss?
The next topic is the last topic of the morning, and it's interesting you call because I want to hear your opinion on this. So, Sikka Rhymes put out a video and did an interview, and he put out a music video. May I cut straight to the chase, see? I did the video yesterday, but I really wanted to talk live about this morning. So, Sikka Rhymes claims say he's exposing things that were happening in the Gaza camp. So him claims say Vybz Kartel was involved in homosexual activities while he was behind bars. And him claims say Kartel and Mad Sus have a sexual relationship. Him claims say Kartel have no loyalty because Gaza Slim, Vanessa Bling, was actually Sean Storm woman first. And Sean Storm actually carried her go around a studio one day, introduce her to Kartel and say, yeah, my girl, you know, and she can sing and stuff. And then Kartel take her away from Sean Storm and start sieve his words. Vanessa Bling answered him. Vanessa Bling said, basically, I've never met you a day in my life. And take my name out of your thinking mouth. She actually called him Sikka to my stomach with no rhymes. What is your take on all this?
I think Sikka Rhyme, they go up on a career suicide.
Career suicide?
Yeah, you know, some woman where when them feel hurt, then just decide to fully pay back mode or whatever. Because all these things are do. But Flo, why when in life when a person decides to change their life around, people start out here they poke the beer.
Bro, you know where that segment here was titled for my paper this morning? Sikka Rhymes, the jealous ex. Sikka, well, anyway, in this Sikka, no disrespect, but you're moving now like a jealous ex. Even though mine says Sikka Rhymes, the jealous ex-friend. But for me, it might move like, you know, that ex there where we cut up your car tire them and mash out your window them car, she can't drive in the car no more. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he's coming off now. That's how he might present himself now. Like, the relationship soured. They cut ties with him. I'm going to say something. as a man, there's just some things that you don't do. Loyal people anyway don't do certain things. Not even loyal, but you have principles about yourself. Like for instance, if me and anybody throughout this lifetime have ever been close associates or friends, when time our relationship ended, we went our separate ways, as in we are no longer par in P, brethren, friend or nothing. Everything that I know about you, it stay with me. And when
but I
probably don't even remember.
And that's a mistake in the flow. Me just leave certain things that go. Me just leave certain things. As a friend, you mess up, hear me going on a path.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
But the thing about it is how you and somebody are friend and them willing to hold any secret for you. But now that you're no longer friends, you're gonna carry the people in secret, so to speak. Or even worse, start make up stuff. Because guess what? You see now that Sikka Rhymes says stuff like this, some people are gonna use this and run with it. True, me believe him. Remember, he's not an outsider. So if an outsider says something about you, right? People can brush it off. You don't even know that man. Y'all never hung out. You never get close enough to him to know him like that. You don't know what happened in that man's life. Lie you tell. But you see, when you've been that close to the other person now, people are gonna say, if anybody would have known that, it would have been him. It would have been Sikka, kind of close to them, and him carry them food, go get them when they are prison, and all these other things.
I just remember last night someone told me that they wanted to know why SouFLo hold on for certain things about Sikka Rhyme. Reach out to Flo. So when we talk to Flo, we talk about things that we laugh. We don't really talk about dancehall like that. So they must say, why SouFLo not drop all these information so Sikka Rhymes can just run there with the liquor fuckery.
All right, check it. I found it very weird that Sikka Rhymes' ex-wife came here on this show and made claims, right? Remember, she said she catch him in she say him beat her when she pregnant, him all stalk her, hide under car, them catch him in our apartment behind the door with a machete, all these things. And then she said, you know what all this started from? It all started from him wanting to bring a guy into the house. Because him want to be with man, right? So him want to have a bisexual kind of relationship with him there with man and woman. And me I say, it's funny how his wife put that out there to the public, or ex-wife, and now him turned that upon Cartel them. When him never said nothing like that about Cartel them before. Oh, now him said them set him up for kill him. And it was actually Madsus was send him go deliver some money run a one place, and him can't believe some Madsus would have do him like that. And when him reach around there, beer tall rifle, and him have to take away himself, but he believes that Madsus can't act without Cartel approval. So his Vibes Cartel was the one that told him to set him up. Like he might go off right now. But me I say, how come him never defend himself and what his ex-wife said about film like homo activities?
But
I spoke to him. I spoke to Sikka. Sikka said, right now they're in court, and right now him can't speak on certain things. But once all the court cases settled, he will come and he will address everything all at once. But him no want have to go back and forth all the time. This accusation made him have to run come defend it. That accusation made him have to run come defend it. He said he will wait until all their stuff is settled in court, and then he will come out and address everything for it. I said, all right, but I think I can't force you to step out and say something in defense, of yourself, but you must know. So I'm saying, promise, that's what I'm going to do.
What you think about the fact that when his wife come out and say he be doing certain things with man, same-sex thing. Him do a song and say him like dyke and him like this and him lesbian. If me an artist know him do no song nowhere close to that at this time.
Like a deflection.
Yeah, but no name sing nothing about that.
It's gonna be interesting once him brave up and decides him want to come talk about the accusations his wife made, cause and for the person who's asking you why SouFlo hold on to certain things, and trust me, when me drop that where it's supposed to drop, the slot is supposed to drop enough, I'm not gonna say why me did hold it for all this time. But I'll say like this: when Sikka decides I'm ready for confront those things that his wife said, or ex-wife said, he's gonna have to answer this one thing here when me I go put in there. And if him can't answer that, there's only one way that he could answer this that could save him. And if him can't figure it out, him can't save himself.
But Flo, remember saying,
me I tell you, you know what, Jerome?
As a Jamaican, from one certain thing called on your name, me don't know no way you can get that off. There's no eraser.
Jerome, from what? From when the woman that show me, you see?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's.
But you did say you have something where you can tell him to do.
There's. Y'all go see. I don't know.
You might get that off of your name is go up on a cliff. I mean, burn and jump.
And dive.
Yeah, and then, that will come off of your name because nobody now going to talk about it anymore.
There's no way, like, what, I still stutter when I think about where she sent me, when me see, because it ain't no way you could get around it.
What about AI?
I know AI, bro. It's not AI. So it's funny to me that him claim homosexuality for cartel and madsus them, and when him wife I stand up on that. I said that is what theme thing is. Hear me.
So this is one of what them say, pick the beam out of your eye before you pick it out of somebody else.
I think so. I don't want no man to pick nothing out of my eyes though. I think Sikka put out an album. Because I hadn't known that until I was watching the interview. I think Sikka put out an album, and I think he's trying to make the album sell. So he might do controversial things now, even if it means trying to ruin somebody else's reputation, because controversy sell. And the more you go deeper into it and say, the more disparaging things is, the more everybody is like, oh shit, damn, yo, really? You know what I say?
Yeah, I'm drop a song and a video with it. Where him have on some white Nike shoes where they see it like a Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, when somebody send a shoes in a barrel, come my yard, come here,
yeah.
And a size
fit you.
Size 18, but your foot a size 10. When me see music video, me dead laugh.
Him drop a new video?
Yeah, in the drop a video when him drop the album and that. Him a style people same way.
Me have to go watch it.
Same come out white, like him Nike and all them things.
Yeah, I notice him start bleach again and everything like that too.
Yeah, but when me tell you, say somebody shoes him put on, he must feel like real Titanic. If Nike ever see him, then sue him. Anyway, people, it seems like a lot of people want to talk. So
all right, let me answer the call. Yeah. Big up yourself, Jerome. Yeah. Manners. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
SouFlo, my brother.
What go on, bro?
Manners and respect,
Manners and respect, King. Talk to it. What go on?
I ask one question regarding the whole Sikka thing and and thing. So yeah, setting. You have where you can put up about Sikka where you have to go. You have to go explain himself, so to speak.
Yeah.
And yeah, say his wife come out and say, he were involved in what kind of activity, right? All right. Now, my thing is, this is my stance on the whole situation, because we hear all these talk. We hear all of these talk from the mad sus to the cartel.
Hold on there, bro. Hold on there. Before you go any further, all right? We're going to need a lot of clarification from everybody, because you see how Vanessa Bling says she never meet Sikka Rhymes a day in her life.
And then a picture come out showing she and Sikka Rhymes. Yeah, man. But this me I go say.
All right.
This me I go say. You see anything Jamaica people say? It's either goes up or near so. I mean a stand on that.
No, me not like that.
No, me I go stand on that.
No,
anything
sir.
Jamaica people say.
No.
Goes up,
no, bro.
or we go close to it.
No, me used to
say. I may stand on that.
Me used to say that.
Hold on.
Me used to say that till them use that against me. No.
Hold on.
No, sir.
Hold on.
All right. Don't finish up, but no.
Hold on. Me I say this in regards to say, I'm tell this. A long time, some talk I'm making surrounding the industry. To Vegas, the man who was them, I hear was one of that secret and something that happened from it never was a boy. See? Is it true? I don't know. But is there some truth to it? I would say some little truth there in it. No, I'm going to say this is how personal guilty and that the person is guilty. I don't know who is who, but what me I get from the whole of this, you see how we will look for with dancehall Jamaica artists, we need to start looking at them with a magnifying glass. See, I want if a shaky things are going boy. Enough man shaky. And that's my stand. That's what me I go say. Anything I say is that I go so or in near so. Things that just come out a thin here just so.
All right.
So when I say what you and the people them want to try to say you to this that, we don't know the fear thing a breakdown. See? However, though, when one certain conversation keep coming up over, you have to look for it with a magnifying glass, brother. As we said, we don't call nobody name, but me have to say this. The whole of them are artists, yeah. When we were hold to one certain standard, we have to check them out with a magnifying glass. Because they are little thing are going. So what do you mean one come out going to hear what that thing about the skill thing and something why you them know? And I said, well, looking at it, they couldn't even tell that. See?
You didn't hear a story about skill, man?
Me I go say, anything them say is either a go so or a near so. That's my stand on that father. I mean, I say if you agree with me, but me I say, we need to look on them entertainers with a magnifying glass. Every single last one of them.
Every one of them.
We have to look on them with a magnifying glass, brother.
All right.
You hear me I tell? Salt like sugar.
All right, sir.
That's my stand. Dig up yourself,
manners. Now, let me tell you why me not do the if you no go so close to go so. Jamaican people have a thing, you see. When them one with them say fi go so, then we say if it no go so, it close to go so. I used to roll with that until the frig of them start tell lie upon me and make up story upon me. Stories and lies that I know never go, not even close to how them they lie they go. And people was out here saying, no, sometimes it takes it happening to you, for you to say, because me used to always there talk about, well, you can't see no smoke without fire. And if you no go so, it close to go so. Until it happened to me. Until them did I drag my name out here and I make up stuff about me and Shakira out here. And we are look at each other and we are saying, oh, the blood fire. Because none of this, it's not even close to the truth. Like somebody really just sit down and just out of thin air, just make up something when not even close figure so. So I don't subscribe to that if it goes so, if it not go so close to go so anymore. People are vindictive. People have their agenda. As far as Sikka rhymes go now, I just see Vibes Cartel who you are tell people say I have sexual relations with one I'm brethren them, and then you say a mad sus. I just see people you was trying to be around. So when them cut you off and you realize that the link not gonna work, oh now them have sex relations with each other. But if they had said, yo, Sikka, come on, make we patch up the relationship and get back to some music and thing, you would have run right back over there, right? I see somebody put up something where say a bird of a feather links together, and I believe Sikka rhymes and I believe Sikka rhymes is the same thing as well. So, see, because you won't believe that, me no know. All I know is, this is like the, did they tell you all the story when you know I grew up, when they in Jamaica I grew up, like a picnic, them tell you the story about the fox and the grape. And the fox I walk down the street and the fox see the grape and the fox say, why them grape they look sweet? And the fox run and jump and miss the grape them. And he back up like a bit and run some more and jump hard and miss the grape them again. So till he run and jump and miss and run and jump and miss and run and jump and miss. Then him start call the grape them sour. Nasty sour grape. I couldn't catch a grape them, you know. The grape them nasty sour. You ever see a man try call a girl yet in a Jamaica and say, what Browning? And me feel living in your hole, your body run and look. John no star. You're pretty. Call a bumper there. And the girl go not say anything, cut your eye and pass him. Move and go, thinking dirty nasty bitch. You go like say your shit can make party, hey girl. Just like that, right? When you can't get it, it suddenly turned into something else. Well, the moral of the story, King's son, fox not for name grip. But the moral of the story, me don't know if fox name grip. You don't know neither. But the moral of the story is, all right? So me not gonna hang on to that. I'm questioning every angle for sure, like 5 up say. But at the end of the day, me not look for nobody with no magnifying glass, you know. Because I'm not too concerned if somebody gay or not. You know what I mean? Now, if your baby mother or your wife or ex-wife come here, come talk it out to everybody, that is the reason. That's the reason why she said it. She never said it because she just want to be vindictive. She said that is what started the problems in their relationship. Because she was trying to say to him, like, if you are this way, why did you let me marry you knowing that you are into guys? I don't want to be married to a guy that's bisexual. We could have just been friends. You know what I'm saying? And then she has said, but him did not look papers to fly out of Jamaica and use her other kind of stuff like that. So him hide the part there himself until him reach the UK. That a fair claim. And that's how that came into the conversation. You understand? But I look forward to the day when Sikka address it. But may I said this, and then we are going to close the video. If that's a film secret, that's a film secret. That's a nasty secret. However, it's a secret. And when you and a man like so, and then so become so, you shouldn't take everything where you know carry on a road. That is why I say he's coming off like the bitter ex now. The bitter ex-friend. The bitter ex-friend. I'm going to go listen to the album. because there might be more stuff on that album I need to hear. And just yesterday, because you know the baby was born over the weekend, so I never pay attention to anything. And then a couple of y'all kept sending this to me. SouFlo, you know, here, Sikka Rhymes, this Vibes Cartel, and I want a song with name Fraud. Father Fraud. And me I said, me there hospital, me I check my message them. I'm not going. So after we brought baby home and everything, me sit down in our office, I was like, let me go see what them I talk about. And I actually wrote out all the words to the song. So the video I did yesterday, that has all the words to the song. Me write it out, read them through. There's a whole heap of accusations in there. I'll close this video today by saying the same thing I said yesterday to Sikka in the next video. The people them will boost you. The people them that boost you. Live on the air with SouFlo.
SouFlo, quick before you go.
Yeah, bro.
What you think about the Let's Be Honest top 5 thing what them put up? You see over there in my chat. What you think on that real quick?
About the who?
The Let's Be Honest top 5 artists what them put out in 2025.
Them not said Jeffrey. Bro, them not said Jeffrey's Mexican couldn't get that interview.
Yeah. Me put that over there in my chat. So like funny man, you know, so that thing that I put out is a 2 part that they all end up in an argument, like you end in an argument, the first part, and then get it together and continue the shooting. But bro, the man can watch the 2 podcasts where that's around and then stating criteria. See? So a man for the panel say, but if you are this criteria and this man dominate everything in our criteria, why I say, how he can't up on the list?
Bro, you know,
God said the man is an icon.
First of all, everybody that's on that list, when them put up, none of them did half of what Vibes Cartel did for the 2025 year. Whether you like him or not, if you're going to compare and say who gets Artist of the Year for 2025, based on the work them put in and the accomplishments that were made in that year space, forget if you like the man or not. That is the standard right there, so.
Well,
and none of them supersede that standard.
It wasn't even about accomplishment. It was more about impact.
Then that
new release.
That is it.
And
all of that.
Well, again, some social media.
None of them are being cartel part any of the levels. None of them. Yeah. So whether I'm the like him or not,
granted.
From the seat to them, I laugh, you know.
Granted, cartel might not put out no hot song, so to speak, like you know, song where I really play. But guess what? Almost every song where man drop the trend in some way, shape or form.
Say it.
So what you say? Boy. Yeah, I mean the man hurts. He didn't really get the little interview.
Him better go beg you interview and get it off him chest or something, cause it'll hurt.
Well, you have to go give him a pep talk to how to hold your composure.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you hold up the stress, brother.
Yeah, hold up the stress.
Yeah, man, hold up the stress. Because you hurt, you have to deal with the things, so, you know.
Jeffrey, hold up your stress, bro.
Even the youth, them must say, Johnny, come like you have something personal against this man, yo.
Jeffrey is a good
youth. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the next thing I may want to say real quick.
All right, bro.
Manners and respect.
Manners, bro. All right, we're gonna finish it like this. Sikka Rhymes. You see the people them will boost you and get you to do and say stuff. This go for anybody, you know, but for Sikka too. The people them that boost you and get you to say stuff. If you look at Sikka Rhymes, him drop an album, right? If him drop a video where he's talking about Vibes Cartel and calling him names, he get 14,000 views on that video. Walk with me. 14,000 views. Hundreds of people in the comment section. Yeah, man, a long time, you know, it's a cartel, them a Batman and all this, right? You're feeding that machine. Them same people that don't even mean you're no good. Because when you drop your project, you're supposed to sell at least 14,000 copies. They're not even rate you enough to go buy your product that you're putting out. Them see you spread rumors. Them already don't like who you are talking about. So you're just giving them ammunition. But they still won't ever support you. And what that end up happening now is this. The career where you think you'll work on is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I will go on a limb and say this. Sikka Rhymes is not going to make it in dancehall music. I'm not going to make it in a dancehall music. And I know somebody is going to say, SouFlo, the way not dead, not dash it way, and don't say nothing like that, man, about the youth, because him could have write the next biggest song tomorrow. Mark my words. He's not going to make it in dancehall music. That's a mega left it. That's career suicide, bro. And time will tell, and we will see. For those of you who are new to this channel, a long time me I do this. There was an artist that was, he used to sound like Alkaline. I don't even remember his name. Casanova. There was an artist named Casanova. Casanova sounded good, write good song, DJ good. Casanova pull a stunt when kidnapped himself and held himself for hostage. Back in the idea there. And I say, all of us were worried. Because we're like, oh my God, them kidnapped the youth, you know, crime, violence, higher Jamaica. The youth probably dead somewhere. I said, man, God, please make him all right. We count day 1, day 2, still no Casanova, day 3, day 4. When Casanova finally showed up, details came out that him kidnapped himself or ransom for himself. And I said, while they were looking for him, I said, if the youth here missing for real, this is going to be one big boost to him career if them find him alive. But something about this feel funny to me because of the producer he was working with was a gimmicksy person. I said, if this is fake and you stage a kidnapping to further your dancehall career, you're not going to make it in dancehall. Anyhow, this turned out to be fake, your career is done. Here we are in 2025. You know somebody named Casanova who do dancehall music? No. Because him kill him own career. So I have foresight with this. What Sikka do? I guess Sikka realized that boy is like them never gonna talk to me again anyway, so might as well just go all out. But it's gonna cost him in the long run. The best thing Sikka Rhymes could have do is just don't say nothing and just speak through music. Maybe it's a loyalty test, you know. Maybe it's a loyalty test. You could have just don't say nothing and just speak through your music. Do your music, make your music speak for itself, write some good songs. Who knows? Eventually. But now, him better start one vlog channel and start tell secrets or something because he might get views with that. But that's about where it's going to stop right there. Yeah. Right there, so. I'm going to leave it right here. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. No. We need to know something before. You know what? I'm going to save this till tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. So my granny, right there, so. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. Knowing that we're not God, we don't control nothing around you. I don't care how bad you is. I don't care how much money you have in your account. I don't care your material possessions. You can't even take tomorrow and bring it come give yourself. You can't even guarantee yourself tomorrow. You must be in the graces of the Almighty to make it to tomorrow. So with that, we'll see you tomorrow if God spare life. All right? Walk good. Guidance. I'm out. Peace.